Hey nerds. Scoosy Goosey and Amelia Clark's eyebrows. Thank you for following. I wasn't gonna talk, but that was really funny. I'm gonna go back to being quiet now. Goodbye. I think because they... I didn't take their healing items away! Ow! I was gonna say, I think because they are so bad at killing each other, I might have to control this a bit. Oh my god. Ladybus, thank you for the raid! Holy crap, does that mean you beat Hercules that fast? I left like 10 minutes ago. Oh, hi raiders! Welcome to a really weird stream for me. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly this morning. This is a weird bonus stream. I don't even stream on the weekend. I'm playing a weird game. Thank God. I'm playing a weird game called Tactics Ogre. And leveling up is strange. Asa Lily, thank you so much for following. Thank you, thank you. Just looked at my cam even though I have it off. I normally don't stream on the weekend, as most of you know. But I hurt my back and I couldn't stream 2 days this week, so I'm... Oh, you little turds. They're using my healing items. And because the only way to get levels in this game is basically to train by having mock battles between your little units, I'm doing it this weekend. He did it. Hades is dead. He killed me once, but we got him. So that was Hercules on Herculean difficulty in 3 hours. So basically, I'm a pro. You are a pro. That would take me at least a full day or 2. I'm really impressed. I'm kind of bummed that I only saw the end. I'm probably going to go back and watch your VOD. Congratulations. I'm so sniffly. I'm sorry. I told myself that I wasn't going to talk until my sneezing went away, but... Thank you for the raid. So hi raiders, if you've never come here before. Oh goodness. This is pretty atypical.
What's great? I'll tell you what's great. Carkle puns, 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 carkle puns.
Oh, Brennomania, you sweet dork. Oh hell yeah. Thank you very much for resubbing for an 8th month, Jesus Christ. At tier 3! You king, thank you. I really appreciate that. You can't see me, but I'm staring happily into the camera with a weird face, probably. Played it before, so that was so cool. Just had an unfair advantage. I don't think so. I think even if you had played it before, that looked really hard. I was actually asking Rain, what the hell kind of game is this? Because I feel like it's not an endless runner, right? Because that's like a newer genre, but he was talking about how like there was this weird period. You better not be using healing in. Okay. There was this period when 3D was new in that way, and people were trying to like... I can't explain it properly. Anyway, it was really interesting how it didn't really become a genre, but nowadays we have something called endless runners, which is similar. I don't know, it's kind of cool. I'm bad at explaining it. I'm very tired. Game looks so familiar, but I've never played it. So it's very similar to if you've ever played Final Fantasy Tactics, or I suppose Tactics Advance. It was made by the same team that made Final Fantasy Tactics. Well, some of the same people, the same director. And it has a lot of the same themes and a lot of the similar gameplay. Only 3 of the levels in the game look like that. Oh, never mind. That's weird. Sad because I have to do things, so I won't really be able to hang out and make bank in these training battles. That's okay, Joel. I don't think anybody is gonna make bank in them because I'm gonna do them a little weird. Hercules kind of mix a lot of genres. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and watch your VOD then. Feels like that game is from a time when they were still playing around with what could be done with a 3D environment. Yeah. Oh, Karkalla! Okay, so Karkalla was on the poll with this one. We had this Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and Karkalla, so I really wanted to play a new tactics game. And this one won that poll, but hopefully we'll be able to play Karkalla at some point. It looked so pretty. The sprite work and the backgrounds are incredibly close to Tactics Advance. Oh. Is it Tactics Advance or Advanced? Because I know it's Game Boy Advance, even though I always say Game Boy Advanced with a D. Advance. Used to play the ever-loving... Oh, out of Karkalla, but I never got far into it because I wasn't good at games back then. Not good at games. None of us are good at games now. Except Ladipus. That's incredible. Oh, Proteus, thank you for the host. Thank you, thank you. To be honest, whether it's advanced or advanced, it's a lie. If you have to grind to level 99 to finish the game, we'll be here. Hell yeah. I think I might take manual control of it after this one and just try to actually get up some levels, because I can do it a lot faster. No webcam. This is kind of a weird bonus stream, and I am being lazy. Actually, I just took a shower, so I need to like properly dry my hair. No, this is a weird bonus stream. No cam. I wasn't even thinking of doing a mic, but yeah. And we're not going to go super duper long today. I do have actually going to look at a house. 4:30 my time, so that'll be interesting. Wait, what? Always go for the D, even if it's technically wrong? Oh my god, Lee. What's my time zone? Pacific, US Pacific time. So right now it's 10 in the morning. Are you gonna shoot arrows at the house? Probably. You're Eastern? Okay, so you're 3 hours earlier than me. Or late, not earlier, you know what I mean. Later. I'm 3 hours earlier. Yeah, that's where I'm originally from. Except Bleedipus, be quiet. Oh please, you just beat a game on Herculean difficulty. Nice try. Also, you definitely are gonna hear rain typing today, which is another part of why I wasn't gonna have a mic. Alright, sweet. We got a couple levels there, so I'm gonna try to do a couple manual ones to actually get us some levels, and then we're gonna do some auto stuff so you guys can bet on them. I have to be careful not to move, by the way, because if I move, I'll get into a fight that'll kill me. Because we managed to beat like 3 or 4 fights in a row that we weren't ready for, and now we're stuck. It's like, I have to train. This game is hard. You play too well? I know. Pro tier meme posting the heavy stuff. I don't look at the heavy stuff. I have it muted. I go in there sometime to yell in the void. Wait, is there Neopet stuff in here? Did I just see Neopets? What the hell? What? There was Neopets news about Donald Trump? I'm gonna have to look at that. I don't think that's real though, because I get their news. As I've been saying for a long time, Twitter's gone for Wait, is that Animal Crossing? Alright, there you go. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. But yeah, if you ever want me to see something, don't put in the heavy stuff. Well, put it in there if it's appropriate, but... Dragoon! Ultimate NEO dragons and lizardmen who are fighting Bellator other classes. Mediocre! God damn it. Who can become a dragoon? Wait, what? No, we already had that. Oh, also, I was thinking of changing... I don't think, she's particularly good as a dragon tamer. I don't know if that's wrong or not, but I think I'm going to change her back to a Valkyrie. Valkyrie seems cooler. And Dragon Tamer didn't change her stats at all, which kind of stresses me out. And because we're not really fighting any dragons, I don't think we need it. We are not a void. Is he trying to rally up another coup? Maybe in Animal Crossing. Better stream means more points for bad game day? It does. Well, I feel bad for not being around. Somebody had to have unlocked it. Oh? Forcus can become a dragon tamer. Wait, what's that? Warlock? Very knowledgeable in ancient languages, uses research to decipher spell codes. A scholar, type of magician, able to boost up the power of golems. I don't know if that seems good or not. I assume they would have witch powers? That might not be awful. Who can become that? Presence can? Fuck that. Exorcist is good. Okay, well that's interesting. Warlock, huh? Maybe if he could heal too. We can we can buff boner, yeah. As someone who plays Ogre Battle, I'm genuinely curious what the last female class would be. Me too. I'm assuming it's some type of superpowered healer. But at the same time, I'm kind of worried that it might not be, considering witch is fine. Alright, we're gonna do some, hopefully, serious training time. Are you the only one who's not level 18, you son of a... No, presence isn't. That's depressing. I'm gonna do this manually because I'd like to get some real levels before we just like hammer everybody into each other for training, because that stuff is so slow and this could be quite quick. The person in the next fight that we have to kill is level 17, so I'm gonna try to get as many levels as we can today. We might do some tomorrow too, but it depends on, as you guys know, insider news. I am looking for a house pretty actively, so my weekends tend to be taken up with driving around to houses. And then being disappointed because they smell like cat pee, so. Someone that can use Revivify. Oh my god, yes. So that's what I'm thinking, because I don't have any healer classes that can do revives. There has to be a class specifically about, like, bringing people back. Granted, I do have a necro spell that can bring people back as skeletons, but I don't think that's exactly what we're looking for, because eventually I'll have a team of just skeletons. Which, again, not great. Not ideal. I have only one idea of what it would be, and I would be a little disappointed if I was right for two reasons. One spoiler reason, and the other because it wouldn't be a surprise to me. Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be like, it'd be cool if it was like a holy knight who could revive, but I feel like why would they give revive to a class without having the normal healer be able to do it? I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. We'll see. So as we learned, you get the most experience from kills, so we're gonna have these people kill each other. Hopefully one person will level up. And then we can do a chain where everybody levels up. We could have a team of skeleboners. Yeah, I guess that's true. Again, apologies for the sniffles. I'm definitely not doing it on purpose. I'm also tempted not to use magic even though it does a lot of damage because it takes a long time. Just a bunch of boneheads saving the world. Yeah, so you get 12 from them. So these two, I don't want them to hit each other because I need them to do some finishing blows. Which is disappointing, but... Did you watch the Castlevania 3 one earlier today? No. I woke up at like... 8:30. So... I only woke up like an hour or two ago. My time. I did go back and watch the medieval run though. I'm gonna block that again. Because I was really bummed that I couldn't play it this year because it made me sick. You know what doesn't make you sick? Medieval if the person never moves the camera. So that was pretty entertaining for me. Holy shit, 123. I hope he does that to enemies now that I'm really high level. Here, oh wait, you can do, can you reach that? Yes. Oh shit, I forgot. I gotta like fix my hair real quick because I gotta go out later today. Sorry. Oh, about the Castlevania run. I do want to watch that. Because I want to get mad about how easy they make it seem. Because I know that that game was really, 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 really hard for me. Glad they saw the error of their ways after this game in terms of experience gain rates and how much a single level, yes, affects the overall. Yeah, I think they really did figure a lot out, which I appreciate. I should not be killing these people myself, should I? Well, I guess I should. I'm glad you guys are hyped for Bad Game Day. I don't know if we'll be doing it every month, but I am pretty excited for how it's gonna be. Or if it's gonna be good. Of course, we might also run out of bad games, but we'll see how long you make me suffer through some of them. The SNES collection doesn't seem full of bad games to me, but I'm sure it'll be entertaining either way. True. Wait, really? I feel like every time I'm looking at our SNES collection, like, what could I play? What'll be fun? It's like a pile of shit that I'd never want to stream. How's this 72 if I'm right next to her on the side? Also, on the day, you guys are going to be able to decide how... Oh, how will we decide how long you play the game? So there's going to be a channel point redemption thing that adds time. So you'll be able to add time to it. Oh my god, so much damage. So hopefully everybody isn't out of channel points by then. This is kind of like the first test month, so we'll see how it goes. So basically, I'll let you guys in, because you're fun Saturday people. Here's kind of like the plan. Oh, hey Shidoyoni! Happy Saturday. The plan is, tentatively, fun as I work. Yeah. There will be channel point rewards for like everything. For example, you will be able to use a higher channel point thing to add a game, right? So the day comes, we hit the goal, the day comes, it's the 29th, and you're like, hell yeah, what game do I want her to have to play? And then you can choose from the list and use a channel point thing to be like, add this. And then I was thinking we could bring the wheel back. And just spin the wheel once, maybe? I don't know. See, it's hard because I really want this to be channel point based so that everybody can join in. I really don't want it to be anything with money. So I was thinking we would do something with a wheel, but then it gets to so many channel point things, everyone would be out. The wheel is so much fun. Right? I really want to bring the wheel back, and this was the way that I thought I could do it. Wheel to start, maybe? So people will be like, alright, I want this game. Well, I want this game. And then we throw them on the wheel, spin a little bit. And then when we're in the game, you guys can be like... we'll have like a 5 or 10 minute timer, I guess. We'll have like a default amount of timer. And I know this is like super loose. I've got a month, okay? I'm not ready yet. You'll be able to do a channel play thing that's like, oh, add a minute. And we'll have a little timer on screen to be like, you have to play this for this amount long, and you gotta take it seriously. Anyway, that's the plan so far. I really need to want to get them to 20. Add a half hour every— half hour? Every time someone manages to get you to say a pun. Do you have any idea how bad some of these games are gonna be? Since bad is subjective, can we technically pick any SNES game? Oh, that's an interesting question. I think we'll have like a list, like a pre-made list. Have you seen switcheroo streams where the games literally swap randomly and the streamer has to pick up where they left off? I think I did see that. I think Dan Reichert, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name right, was doing like weird Mario stuff like that. I don't know how I would do that though. Limit each person to 1 wheel redemption per game. I don't know if that's possible. in the makeup of what Twitch lets you do with their weird stuff. Have to go do things? No worries, Joel. I play games like this on stream, but I can't figure out how to stream from my PlayStation. Oh, it's a lot of work. Basically, you need to have both a capture card, right? Which is what most people normally stream from current devices. And then you need an upscaler generally if you don't have a really old capture card. It's a lot. If you actually do have like specific questions, I can probably send you some resources. Because I'm currently streaming from an actual PlayStation. Granted, I use a PlayStation 3 for this one. Specifically because some older games need... It's so complicated to explain. Anyway, if you have questions, I can help out. It costs a lot of money though, which is frustrating. It's not very easy to enter into. Have no idea how they set up. Yeah, it must be through emulators and probably like a special program. Hope you managed to beat yourself to succinct What? What? Thanks, I think. I will. I'll totally beat myself up really good. Or not. Everyone will miss. And no one will get experience. I'll assume Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Tactics 64. Time to hoard channel points again, but how are we supposed to tease Rain? I don't own Donkey Kong 64. I'll remind you guys of that. So even if it was here, and even if we were doing that game, or that... Oh my god, I'm so tired. Even if we were doing that system, I wouldn't have it. Oh, also, all the games on the, I'm gonna set it up so that we have both the Switch and all of my SNES games to play from, so... All the ones on the Switch Online thing will be up for grabs as well. I know there's some poopy ones on there. Move, Forcus. Why did I move so far? I don't know. It's not gonna hit. What if we pick one game and spam the add time option? Well, that's how we spend our day then, and I suffer. And I guess you do too, if that's what you want. Today when you guys are in charge. I don't know, I think I give you guys a lot of weird agency. You help pick all the games already, and then for this you'll actually get to pick the games. Hell yeah! Everyone has to kill a loser. Eh? Oh my gosh. Whoa! Well, there you go. We're 25% of the way already. I'm like... very few stream days to getting to our goal. Hell yeah! There's no way I can reach her. Can't honestly argue that Ogre Battle's a bad game, but do you think... But do you think you might not like it, so I wonder if this format would be a good way for you to try it. You know, that's a good point. We could also use this as a way to try games. Play like X amount of game, and then we could come back and be like, you know what, this game is actually pretty good and not a bad game. Maybe we should play it for real. That's totally a possibility. Or we could be like, wow, this game's terrible, let's remove it forever from our lives. Too big. Oh, that's so big. I don't want to waste that much time doing that. Morning bees! Hey Phoenix! Royal Sampler Day? Hey Zero Two! I guess what I'm just looking for is a fun, relaxing day where we can all be idiots together. That's what I want. Hey Octavia. Oh shit, sorry, my tissues are on your bed. Girl. Yeah, I think having her be a Valkyrie is better. There seemed to be no benefit to doing the other thing. How was Dune? Really weird. It was really weird. I think I prefer the book a lot more. A lot of like gross stuff that I guess I glossed over in the book. I don't know, I wasn't expecting to be so yucky. So I was missing work. No, it's Saturday. Just doing some bonus stuff. Because I don't want to have to do this during the main stream. The 1984 adaptation is not good. It was something else, is what it was. It was something. Take that back, it's a classic. Oh, it's a classic for sure. It's just, I had never consumed any Dune stuff, and we read Dune for book club. We finished it last month, and I don't know what I was expecting from this movie, but it wasn't what I saw last night. You didn't gloss over anything? Trust me, David Lynch. He made a David Lynch movie with Dune. Yeah, the only thing David Lynch I've ever consumed was Twin Peaks, and I never finished season 2 or watched any of the new stuff, so I don't think I saw the movie either. Very, very weird. Definitely gave me the same uncomfortable vibe. Are you kidding me? She just got so much experience. And she didn't level up. Alright, I guess we're killing everybody else. Sting? Yeah, I was really surprised when I saw Sir Patrick Stewart. I like Kyle MacLachlan, but he does make me uncomfortable. I recently watched all of, I know this was a mistake, but I recently watched all of Sex and the City, and he was a pretty prominent character in that show, but had some issues that made me uncomfortable. So. Ooh. Now I can't look at him without getting uncomfortable. Toto. The music was actually quite good. I liked it a lot. What do you think of the book? The book was fine. It was definitely dated. There was a lot of... I don't know, I feel like the action scenes, when things were actually happening, were really, really well written and they flowed really well. And the way that they depicted like the strange futurism, but it didn't really feel futuristic, it felt really anachronistic. I don't know, it was very strange vibe. It's not what I'm used to when I think of sci-fi. Even though it's clearly like the sci-fi book that inspired a bajillion things. I don't know, it wasn't what I was expecting at all. Not to say that that's a bad thing. Do I want to hit you? I think I do. No, I don't. Let's do that. But there were some parts that were just so unbelievably slow, and some of the gender stuff in it, like really, really forced stuff that's really outdated now, made me a bit uncomfortable. But like, I can deal with that. That's fine. I understand when it was written. At least it wasn't Sean Connery in a mankini. Yeah, that's true. That would have been a little different. Future antiquity vibe. Yeah! It's hard to, I wasn't sure how to like put it into words, but I think that's probably the right phrase, huh? Very strange. Kyle MacLachlan just makes people uncomfortable. It's his default mode. You think? I don't know if it's that bad. Ah, hey Boots. Gonna lurk? No worries. I didn't expect anyone to show up for today. Oh goodness, my sneezes. Ugh. Also, I'm sorry if I'm talking a little quietly. I'm like pretty close to my mic and trying to just kind of be silent. Read the first 100 pages of this month's book. It was quite nice to read. Oh, good! Yeah, this month we're reading, if you aren't in the book club or aren't, are in the Discord or whatever, you're new, we do have a book club for subs, and this month we're reading Ali Brosh's new book, and I'm actually like 60% of the way through already, and I got to a really, really depressing chapter. So watch out there. I wasn't expecting it to have that type of content. I know there's usually a little sprinkled in, but a lot more shitty stuff happens in your life than I was expecting. And as someone, I'm sure all of you understand this, but when something really shitty happens, sometimes it changes you, and you can't really do humor the same way. So, I don't know, I'm really, really enjoying it though. I hope you all are too. Dune Universe's... Huh? The delivery man just delivered a copy of Solutions to Other Problems of Book Club. It's so thick and heavy. Yeah, it's quite a large book because it's got a lot of pictures. I hope you like it. If you stream, we're gonna show. I don't know. You never know. Sometimes I'll play a game and no one will show up and I'll be like, oh. Speaking of, oh my god, I forgot. It's almost been a year since I started streaming. I think I started on the 23rd of last January. That's weird. Oh, hey, Gilmer. Well, what's all this then? It's, bonus stream. It's me grinding so that I feel less terrible during the week when we haven't made any progress. Oops. I say nobody, but it's usually not no one. I do this because I like hanging out with you guys, and because, you know, a million other reasons, but sometimes it makes me feel like, oh, did I pick a bad game, or did I do something wrong? It makes me second guess myself because I'm an anxious moron. And really it has nothing to do with that. Usually just people are busy or they're just not interested in the game, which is whatever. But I always overanalyze it, and I tend to reflect that back on myself of like, okay, what's wrong with me then? Ow. Jeez. Wait, who am I supposed to be killing? Isn't it Alisar? Damn it. Oh, hey, 7Ps. Hell yeah. Bonus stream. But I know I have an anxiety disorder, and I go to therapy for it, so I don't know why I'm saying this stuff. We're all our own worst critics, yeah. I have this really bad habit of being extra hard on myself because I feel like I'll always be mediocre if I don't go really hard on myself, but that's not healthy. And it makes you, at least for me, it puts me in a situation where I can never be satisfied or relaxed because I spend so much time overanalyzing the things that I do and how I'm spending my time. Yeah, we're trying to get swole. It's really easy to be like, what did I do wrong? Yeah, but a lot of the time, it has nothing to do with you. It's just because the world is quite complicated, and we'd love it if it wasn't, but it is, so... yeah. My peak viewership has been like 16 people once over the year I've been doing this, but I keep going because I love it. Yeah, I think it's good to remind yourself that, like, really nothing else matters other than your own enjoyment. And it's really hard sometimes not to get wrapped up in all of it, but just try to have fun. And play games, and it doesn't matter how big your community is as long as you like the people in there, you know? It's just hard. A lot of this process, a lot of the streaming process has been gamified, which makes sense, you know, but Ooh. So that can also make you feel like you need to constantly be reaching and getting higher numbers, and that's not necessarily the case. That can also make your anxiety worse. So many streamers I know have turned off their viewer count because the number causes anxiety. I know they're all so much happier. Really? I don't think I'd be able to do that. I stare at it all the time. But I'm also the type of person who can't have a single notification or like unread email. And if I know that it's hidden, that doesn't make it better for me either. Like I had to delete my Facebook. The only social media I really have is Twitter now. Because it was unhealthy for me. I have like, because of my anxiety, I get like obsessive issues where I have to look at something over and over and over and over, which is not healthy either. Yeah, deleting Facebook actually helped a lot. Who leveled up? It's you, right? Yeah, so now we all have to kill Cherry. Oh, you start turning that off too, Bren? Interesting. Oh, okay, now Cherry and, Sarah can die. God damn it. She punched for 40. Can't help but look at it. I watch those numbers like a hawk. I hate myself for it, but my most desperate wish for the last year has been to turn this into my real job. Yeah, I can't judge you for that. As someone who kind of threw my whole life into this, turning it into a job, it's pretty nice. But something to remember is that if you have that stress now, it definitely doesn't go away. Like, hitting partner didn't make that go away. It made it feel more serious. So I think finding a good balance now is really important. Like, incredibly important. Somehow at the same time my view count started increasing. Oh, just wait till after stream to look at things nowadays. Well, if your stuff is increasing, you're doing something right. So that probably means that you didn't have to stress that much in the first place. And that maybe the stress was, I don't want to say having an effect, like a negative effect. But it was definitely having a mental effect on your life, right? So I'm glad that it's helped. God damn it, that would have been so good. I know it was a 30% chance to hit, but I like those big numbers. Those days, Twitch was messing up a lot in the last month, right? Where all of a sudden all the Twitch numbers are wrong and no one can chat and stuff. And when I can't see an active view count, it like really bothers me. Oh my god, why did I do that? I knew it would hit him. Ugh. Oh shoot, I should have let someone else kill her. Oh. I really need to murder Cherry. Oh, Sarah. This is Sarah. We just killed Cherry. Oops. Oh, god damn it. Twitch continually pooping itself doesn't help with number watching at all. No. Definitely doesn't. Why doing things is dumb, so I'm bad for a bit before I go to work. Okay. It works for me. Kusugede? What would you even want to subject yourself to? I just want to hang out and laugh and have fun playing some bad stuff. I've got like, we have like weird, horrible games for SNES, I'm pretty sure. I can't kill Sarah. She's too strong. Hey Austin! Happy Wednesday? What the fuck just happened to me? Saturday? I know what day it is. Oh my god. Oh, also there's gonna be like sounds in the background today, so I can't control that, sorry. Rain, I'm not gonna take away Rain Saturday because I'm doing a bonus stream. Hell yeah. Oops, I don't need to move you. What am I doing? Stop it. What would also be great is a day for good games that you shouldn't try to beat. There are many games that are fun, but not if you try hard to beat them. Eh? Like what? Do you have an example? I'm very curious now. While watching your stream trying to assemble miniatures. One of the big things. Hopefully, okay. So the house we're gonna look at this afternoon would have an actual office for me. Which not only means better streaming setup and hopefully, like, I know that my mic is pretty high quality, but hopefully better, like, sound insulation so you won't hear rain constantly. But it would mean I'd be able to have an office for, like, my own stuff, so I'd be able to craft again. Hopefully that means minis. For the love of God, Presence, hit her. Jesus Christ. You know what? You won't kill me, she'll kill you then. Doesn't matter, it's still experience for me. Fool. No more rain laugh. Oh, you'll probably be able to hear him laugh. You just won't be able to hear, like, if he's trying to eat food. You won't hear him, like, opening things or opening the fridge or the annoying sounds. He laughs pretty loud, you guys. Haven't played Don't Starve for over 600 hours and never tried to beat it. Just tried to survive. That's... Whoa! Why do you have blessing on you? Hold on. That shouldn't be there. I'm gonna waste that. You dummy. Give me that. Who else has stuff they shouldn't have? Give me that. Nope, wait. Nope. Okay. That's better. Can anyone change their class now? Wait. Did we see what this is already? Yeah, Warlock. Don't have the girl class yet. God damn it. Figure out what it is. I feel like many NES games are fun to play but not to beat. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of NES games. And I don't know, I get like, I hate when I can't beat a game. Like, I know we've had a lot of games that have ended on incompletes. At least they did last year. But it did bum me out. You, get out of here. Hold on, no, we'll do a team of people that are 19. That way I know who to beat up. Got a good amount now. Oh good, it's even. So these people can wail on each other. The others can wail on them. I swear we'll do some betting ones soon. I've been watching a lot of Forged in Fire on Netflix lately. Now I really wish I had a space to build a forge. That would be so cool. Actually, this place has a giant, gorgeous backyard that's like covered in plants, which is the thing that's really, like, the rooms are really small, but I really, if this house doesn't stink, there's a lot of work we have to do into it, but it could really be the house. So I'm really hoping. This is like the third one we've looked at in the last week. Need to know all of Rain's daily activities. We need to be able to discern them entirely through background noise. He hates it. He really hates when people point out that he made a noise. Rain can, but it's going 24/7. He doesn't know. I'm pretty sure that's against the TOS. Maybe they season someone bless them? Hmm? Oh. Gently hit each other. You're the bad level people. Good. Get up there. Love survival games, but Don't Starve was too hard for me. I think Don't Starve was really manageable until they did that update with the hot summers. And then even multiplayer, I had a hard time with it. There's a few stinkers on there for sure. could be an opportunity to make you play more Mario. It could be an opportunity to make me play more Mario. But I feel like if I have a bad game day and I put Mario on the list of things you can choose from, you guys are going to be mean to me and bully me. So you're not allowed to do that if I add Mario. If for some reason we can no longer hear Rain laugh, can we get points for redeemed canned Rain laugh? Oh, yeah, if we end up in a situation where you can't hear him at all, or when he goes back to his office, because he is gonna have to go back to an office to work someday, we'll do that for sure. Herculade. I know a broken record about this, but I do hope you at least poke into PSP version of this. Ah! I'd have to, I don't think we have a PSP. I think we only have a Vita. But if I have the opportunity, I will. Kia 734, maybe? I might have pronounced that wrong. Thank you for following. Thank you. Rain should shout the name of everything he consumed. Oh, I see. That's what the Herculade was for. That it bums you out is why I think it would be good to have a day just for playing cool games but not committing to them for victory. Yeah, I guess so. We could do that. That's a good idea. We can always change up whatever we do on the last day of the month. It doesn't have to be bad game day. It could be like try a game day or something. Also, when we get a house, hopefully we'll be able to get a dedicated PO box so that if anybody wants to send us games, because people seem to really want to send us their games that they're not playing, hopefully we can be able to set that up at some point. You missed my example. Dynamite Heidi is a blast of a platformer. Your character's head is invincible, so he launches at enemies to hurt them, and you can replace his head with upgrades. Okay, that sounds pretty good. I know you love Rain. I'm glad you do. I love him too. That's why I married him. Mario's missing? What's that? PSP is backwards compatible with Vita? Wait, I thought Vita was the new one. Am I misunderstanding? That is a gift from 17th the Night, yeah. We did a bunch of spooky games in October, and one of the games was Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and I fell in love with that skeleton. Don't think you're able to play Mario's earlier games for a bad game day? Aww. I would totally play Mario 1, because I know that I won't like it. Memory sticks. Wanted to send you something sometime. Not a game though. As long as it's not poison or something, or like asbestos in a bag, that's fine by me. You can die now, cannabis. Why'd you shoot it so high? Mario's Missing is like a bad Mario game? Oh. Rental Stay? Oh, Rental Stay is a pretty good name. I do like that. Monk. Saturday bonus stream, Rain fanfic? Rental Stay is a good... Maybe... we'll see how bad game day goes. It's probably going to be a fucking mess. But we'll see how it goes. Gonna send you my dog Millie? I would take Millie. I mean, I'd take Millie for a day. It's an entertainment game. I want to play more. There are so many games I played as a kid that I remember loving that I would love to try to play again. We could do that for like random garbage day. What if he was close to dying? Get out of here. You can download PSP games on Vita. Oh. God damn it. You do the whole opening good from memory. No, that is a huge accomplishment. That's great. Don't sell yourself. Don't sell yourself short. Hiya. The German word for poison is gift, so can I send you a gift? Now. Is Missing is basically a very bad Carmen Sandiego. Oh my god, I would totally play a Carmen Sandiego game. My brother used to watch the Carmen Sandiego game show when I was little. There was a game show, right? That's what it was. So I have like weird memories of that. You stay there. I think we can kill cannabis now, so. Game show? Yeah. On PBS, yeah. We want to go to Portland really badly when this pandemic is over, so maybe we can take Millie. Oh my god, yes. So Portland is a great place to bring dogs if you're vacationing here. A lot of things are very doggy friendly. Had to hold back reciting the whole litany of fear during movie night. Ugh, there was so much stuff in that movie that I would like to forget. Not the rat strapped to the cat though, that was pretty good. People love most random games, sometimes even a randomizer for Mario is Missing. Wait, someone made a randomizer for that? Interesting. Oh shit, that's not who I wanted to kill him. Ugh. I'm not doing good. We should just have them do it themselves. They'll do better than I am. Well, on Tactics Ogre physically on PSP and digitally on Vita. Oh. I love this music. Carmen Sandiego was invented as a way to justify random trivia questions. Rain and I have become addicted to game shows, like old ones. And there are a bunch of weird new ones too that are extremely fun to watch. He's been watching one called The Chase, which has like this big British guy you have to out trivia. But he's like incredible at it. It's on Netflix. It's really good. PS TV were super cheap for a while and I forgot to get one. Oh man. No, I have to use video out cable to play in. Yeah, so that's probably how I'd have to like weirdly stream. Rain said he knows how to do it and I believe him. There we go. Speaking of game shows, I highly recommend the new Supermarket Sweep. Oh yeah, I was watching old Supermarket Sweep and I could not get over how uncomfortable and weird the host is. And also, watching it as an adult, I realized my kid self had no understanding of how that game works. Every time I would watch it with my parents, I remember being really upset that they wouldn't. I would say, hey, if you go on this show, you have to get me like a big wheel and like a one of the bikes. And they'd be like, that's not how it works. We're not getting you that. And I'd get so upset because I had no understanding of what it meant. Good. Know a dumb trivia fact about Supermarket Sweep? I know that they wouldn't let them keep the sweaters. I'll have to watch the new one. I like Leslie Jones. She does a fabulous job hosting that show. She comes off like it's her dream job and you can tell she's a huge fan. Really? Strange. They're almost all on YouTube now? Oh. Why you don't keep going into edit? Stop it. I really wish I hadn't woken up sneezing this morning. Do you know how much it hurts to sneeze when your back is injured? Shit, not to sneeze again. Damn you, self. Ow. Yeah, it hurts a lot. Alright, non-18s. Get on a team of losers. Left there. Yeah, named people definitely skill better. I'm surprised that we don't have more of them. We have a decent amount, I guess. There's a channel just for the seasons of the show. Ooh. All the stuff in the market that they're in, they reuse. So by the end of the show, all the cans were dented and the meat products were swelling. Ew! I did not know that. I know that they wouldn't let them. There was like a really tight budget show. And I know that they had to give the sweaters back, which is really disappointing because I feel like I would want to keep my sweater. Even though they were hideous, they looked very warm. We get to see Leslie Jones do a set in a comedy club in Manhattan a few months ago before the pandemic, and it was hilarious. Ooh. Oops, don't sit here. Can I let you guys in on a secret? This is probably pretty common, though. I'm terrified of going to a comedy show. I feel like I'm the type of person who would immediately get pointed out, or like I'd do something, like I'd sneeze or sit wrong, and they'd be like, oh, we're gonna make fun of you the whole show, and my life would end. She showed up in her exorcist clothes? Good! Holy shit! She's got murdered by all that counterattacking. Cool. I really wish I wasn't so like self-conscious and I could just not wear makeup before a stream, because then it would be so much more easy. I would stream so much longer. Like the reason there's no cam today is because I'm lazy and I don't want to put makeup on. Or like look good. Which is weird because I really don't even put on that much because I am so lazy. Ugh. Yeah. Flashbacks to fearing seizures for years after breaking 10 bones in my torso. Oh, Austin. When I sneeze, my stomach tends to get a really weird pain, which makes me terrified that I have a... what are they called? I don't remember what they're called. The thing where your intestines are all yucky and they boob out. Generally, good comics only make fun of people for being assholes, like being on their phone or talking during the show. I'm still afraid, you know? Because if someone did that, it would ruin me. A xenomorph? Yeah, I'm afraid there's a xenomorph in there. I watched Prometheus and it made me scared of Tommies. Gross. One of the first and last comedy shows I went to had me sitting in the front row. My arms were crossed because it was cold, and the comedian made fun of me for this guy here's the grump. See? Exactly! Just like that! I know that I have resting bitch face, and I don't need somebody being mean to me because I look the way I do. Don't peer into strange egg sacks. Ah, that was my mistake this whole time! Have a stupid fear that I hate going to the theater because I'm anxious that the actors will make mistakes and embarrass themselves. Oh my gosh. When I was younger, I did a lot of acting, and I started getting that anxiety too when the first time I like messed up on stage and I realized it was a thing. It was ruined. Alright, if you cast this, you better not kill yourself. Alright, he shouldn't, yeah, 19. I've never seen him take more than 20, I don't think, so. I don't know how to pronounce that, Letopus. Please don't judge me when I say this. I go to the Edinburgh Theatre Festival in Scotland every year. And going to comedy shows is hilarious because the front row is always empty and everyone's just like, no. Okay, that's pretty good. Kill her. Edinburgh? Lee, how do I pronounce it? It's sad because I'm pretty sure that my, like, my extended family is from there. How pathetic. I thought it was Edinburgh. It just looks funny compared to that. Life would be too easy without being anxious of everything. I like playing on hard mode. What? Edinburgh? Ah, that's not that far off then. Edinburgh. Edinburgh? Eh? Congratulations, Denim. Now you can be killed. You fool. hey Vigor. What about the Hoons? Oh my god. I want to play so bad, but I'm worried because... Okay, so hi. Hunt is... Monster Hunter. Don't they kick you out of the demo after you play for a little bit? I'm worried that I won't have time to play with everybody that I want to play with. Kind of one of the people who works on the alien chest burster was inspired by Crohn's disease. It forever changed how I view my own case of it. Sometimes really just don't feel like it's me in there. Whoa. That's cool. That's sad, but it's really interesting. Huh. You get 30 hunts before it locks? Oh, I thought it was 30 minutes. Okay, I was reading it wrong. Never mind. Hell yeah. Play that tonight. Have Crohn's disease can confirm. It's so much more common than people think it is. And so is IBS. I feel like a lot of people... I know it's embarrassing, but a lot of people hide that they have IBS. I don't think they should. Well, I don't want... You shouldn't be like, I'm gonna go take a bad poop. But you know what I mean. There are a lot of things that people have that they feel like they can't talk about because of the way that it presents, and that makes me sad. If Griffin McElroy can make it more common to talk about your IBS... God, you guys are never gonna come back here. You shouldn't be ashamed. People don't go to the doctor for it. They don't want to talk about their butt problems. Yeah, nobody wants to... I mean, can you blame anyone? No. But can you sympathize? Yes. Popped to mind when I saw a mention of xenomorphs mixed with the sneezing. No, that's really interesting. I did not know that. If anything, poop's gonna make me want to return here even more. Oh no! Oh no. What's happened? Bum, 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 bum. My back hurts so bad. At least you leveled up. Now you get to die. Didn't go along with the music I listened to at all. If anything... Wait, what? Poop, butts, boners are the real audience grower? No. Also, hey, if you're new here today, this is not what my streams are normally like. What I'm playing? Yes. No cam... Tired. Weird. Not normal. You guys keep making me do weird stuff in here. Oh god, wait, don't talk about that. I shouldn't have accepted that one. Where does normal? Do you guys want to, do some predicting? I think everyone is level 19 now. Green? That's not one you can even do. Only if red wins? I'm sorry, friend, I can't help you with that. Alright, denim's always blue. I don't really want the extras on the teams because it kind of ruins it. How even can I make this? Alright, I think that's even-ish. Very similar types of people. Yeah, that's similar enough. It's 2 archers, a lance, a healer. There. I tried to make it as even as possible. Purple? You can't have purple either. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna skip that. Do I have any saved one in here? Yeah, there we go. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Purple squad? No, not purple. Wanna risk all your hard-earned bunny bucks? Well, good. Eve used her bonus stream grind day. Hey, Shaya. I legit thought no one was gonna show up. So, hey, I like that you guys are here. But That's how I feel whenever someone's doing a Sunday stream. I'm like, yes, thank you, God, someone to watch. Because nobody ever wants to stream on Sundays. A bunch of years before it was diagnosed for me. What brought it to a head wasn't the gut problem, but was going in and out of like ankle inflammation that was so bad I'd keep me from walking. Yeah, immune system stuff sucks. So I'll let you guys out on a weird, horrible thing for me. Which team is Sarah on? I think she's on blue team. Never mind. You guys already done my medical stuff. I'm pretty sure Sarah's on blue. And then Cherry and Alyssa are the others who— oh my god, archers. How do you set to notify when you're live? You show up on my Apple Watch? Oh my god, that's so cool. Bet against yourself? No, more people will bet. If you guys aren't into it, I can just keep doing the boring normal trading. I didn't make breakfast this morning. I wish also, something that's cool. Unfortunately, the house we're currently looking at, I don't think I'd ever be able to do cooking streams. But like, someday if we had a house where I could do that, that'd be cool. Sharky Anna did that amazing cooking stream with Jazzy. And then like AFK'd the whole day. Well, not the whole day. She was in chat most of the day. Jesus. Of her slow cooker? Is that what it's called? God, it was so entertaining. I kept going back and staring at it. There's like 20 seconds where I was the only bet. Oh. If Sarah loses now, I'm never gambling again. Oh. Gambling is bad, so you should only do it with fake money. Why is she doing that? Oh, because she's trying to get the healer. Good job, Corneria. Also, apparently if we burn grassy things, we could get items out of the ground, which is interesting. I don't know if it works for trading maps, though. I'd assume so. Not fake money that was bought with real money. True, Eddie. Very true. It's amazing how adding a screen changes your perception. You know, you wouldn't just sit there and stare at slow cooking if you were using one, but then it's once on the screen, it's more entertaining. There was also really good chill hop music playing as well, so I think that helped. I would totally go over and look into my slow cooker if I had one. 100% on the yes, I'm streaming on Sunday. Oh, speaking of, I totally no hard feelings if like a good GDQ run comes up. Don't forget that AGDQ is happening right now. Oh, also, does anyone know? Hold on, I can just look it up. I'm on my computer. When is... They're doing a Link to the Past. And my lovely friend Final Night apparently donated to make Link's name Hot Dog. Did it already happen? No, it's at 4:20. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go see the house then. Son of a bitch. Alright, you nerds. If you haven't already donated to GDQ, you don't have to do it for me, but you should. At 4:21 Pacific time. Hold on, I'll share the schedule so you guys can see it. It's this amazing, I'm sure all of you know about it, you're on Twitch. It's this amazing speedrun community that gets together twice a year to raise money for a charity. And AGDQ, Awesome Games Done Quick, is the one that happens in January every year, and it's really, really cool because they're doing it for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, and someone very close to me and Rain, immediate family-wise, was diagnosed with breast cancer a year or two ago. So if you could help with donating to that cause, that would mean a lot to like us personally. And just watching is supporting it. So if you weren't aware of Games Done Quick, it's fantastic. But if you want to donate and get a link to the past Link's name to be Hot Dog, that's cool too. For sure, never a Twitch person. Never, not once have I been on Twitch. Gilmer, you liar. Also, holy shit, red is destroying blue team. I shouldn't have looked away. It's a lot of burning though. Based on this calculator, it's gonna take 224 streams for me to save up 1 million channel points. Oh my god. What's a Twitch? It's... Yeah, there you go. Muscle spasm. Cannabis? What the fuck? 104? Why? Why did it do so much? Eh? I don't understand. Oh, hey, Selfless Scoundrel. Hell yeah, bonus stream. So I'll probably be on until like 3:30 my time. Unless my back acts up and then I'm piecing the fuck out. Oh, god damn it. See, this is why I can't completely AFK this. Just because sometimes they talk and I have to press a button. So weird. What are they playing now? This music's silly. What time is it? 11? Super Meat Boy. Not my jam. Could it be said that a Twitch was what put your back out? A Twitch led to your absence from Twitch? Oh, I guess so. A Twitch is similar to a spasm, right? Krog shots? Sandy burninating the countryside? Oh, Presence. Oh. Well, I was gonna say Presence is still alive, but you can't stop 2 archers on a hill. I'll share it in Discord. Ah, thank you, Dolph. Okay, why are my people so strong now? Did I really go over the hump of you do damage now? I must have. Or maybe their stats are finally increasing? Whatever it is, I'll take it. We've already gained a ton of levels compared to every other day we've played, so... Dedicated trading seems to be the right way to go. Ooh, also... Yay! Congratulations, Red Team! You did it! God. How did we end up talking about this? I was talking about how I was hungry and I didn't make breakfast. I had no money. Alright, can anyone become something else? Bet on whoever has the high ground. You won't know though, because I think it's random. No new classes for boys. No new classes for girls, damn it. Oh, I wonder as you level up, not you, magic, equip. Eva, can you please, please, please do... No, I need this! Can anybody learn it? Please? Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, I'm back. You lost. Sorry, Lee. Thought the betting window is just long enough to see the map. not you. I keep getting tricked into putting him in there. I wish I could change the number, but I don't think I can. The fuck? You're still 18. You know what? Should we do this as a team? Would that be fair? Screw it. Yeah, why not? Here, do it again. Good luck. This seems really weird though. Cannabis isn't even on it. I don't know what I did. Just, here, take it. And, good luck, I guess. Okay, Jolv. Have a productive and fun day. Every time I see Fireburn, I impulsively hear that early YouTube video, Fire Bath. Eh? Have a good day, Jolv. Oh, God. I don't know what I did here. I kind of messed up the teams a lot. Hey, Malislast. Training is good. We got a couple levels already. You hate this? I'm sorry, Dubs. I know, I put Cannabis on the wrong team, but I was just kind of going. Our captain is on the other team. I know, I'm sorry. I was just kind of autopiloting because I was going to do it myself and then I got distracted. Hell yeah, burn that grass. I was gonna go get a snack, which is why I wanted to walk away. But then I realized just now that I don't have any food. Do I have food? I didn't really eat dinner last night. Rain made a weird ravioli dish that had spinach ravioli, which I hate. I didn't know until I bit into it and got really sad. I'm gonna go scrounge for food. Good luck with your bets. I'll be back. Fucking Sandy. Try to make a damn bagel and she has to talk. Yeah, I'm here. Eating a bagel. Oh, there goes my headset. Oh well. What the?
Under Zoshana like a man the.
Thank you, Doves. Why are you guys giving me bits on a Saturday? Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Hey Trisha, happy Saturday. By the way, I am muted right now because I'm eating a bagel and I don't think you guys want the ASMR of me eating a bagel. So that's a different stream. Oh my god, no. Let Us Grind Together is such a good alternate name for this. I wish it wasn't so horny. Sarah's dead. Oh shit, I looked away and Sarah died. That's disappointing. Cause it's called Let Us Cling Together, so if we had it be Let Us Grind Together for today, it'd be so funny. But yeah, gives off a horny vibe. Not into that. Corneri's obsessed with casting Meteor now. Came back. Oh no. Wait, she died to Meteor? Hell yeah. Sounded like Enna was driving. I mean, if you're into that stuff, you should definitely follow Enna. It's generally not my brand. But if you're into the horniness, she's the one, for sure. High recommendation. Chad needs bonking today. Oh no. You know what's great too? I ate my bagel and now I don't have to go to the bathroom to see if there's any stupid seeds in my teeth. I can just sit here and not care because I don't have a camera. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, it's not the best looking Meteor. Also, did you guys notice that Healed Plus does like a really big range right now? Look at that. It got bigger, I think. I think it's with her level though. With your level, your stuff must get bigger. I thought it was just weather, but it doesn't make sense for healers. Oh, I know. There's so many people to like in Hades. Oh, hey, Arjun. Have to rest my eyes, but I figured I'd drop by. Hello. Oh. Well. You know, heals are pretty long against his own. Oh, Arjun. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Veranos. Thank you. I looked at the camera that's not on again. Thank you, Argent. Get out of here. Hashtag vote Luffy too. Alright, I guess you're allowed to do that. Campaign all you want. Is it still tied? Hold on. Thank you for that link. Oh, Luffy is ahead by 1! Oh my god, they switched again. Such a tight race. It's a good thing this game is taking forever to beat. Cute! 5 gifts a box is adorable. Tied game. Oh my god, what? Oh my god, wait. Is it? No, because now it's oh my god. Team Lufia to assemble, they're gaining. Oh, I like today's Pog. We just need our own Pog. Oh my god, you did so much damage, kiddo. 123. You better level up, dude. Musashi. Da da da, bee-ba-boo. Blue team, you've done it. Congratulations. What if we took turns playing both every other day? No. Oh, Lee. I'm sorry. I know some people have the, like, ability to play multiple games, like, at different days, but I feel like that's hard for me. Game doesn't look like it'll be Saturday's time too. Hey, shush! There can't be that many chapters in this game. I'm on chapter 3. I imagine there's probably, like... There can't be 10. Gotta dash. Aw, good luck grinding again. Thank you, Leetopus. I hope you have a good day. Or night? It's like late afternoon for you, right? No, it's like nighttime. I don't understand time zones, man. Have a good thing. I'm controlling them now. We're gonna put our 20s on one team and our 19s on another. You know how it goes. We're actually getting way more levels today faster than I thought we would. I thought we'd be in hell. We're pretty good. Hooray! Me do. 7:40 for Lee. Yeah, that's nighty time. No local skill. Try to switch up my games, so I'm playing a different game on each day I stream, but I keep the days consistent. Whoa. That's impressive. I think I would get, like, game whiplash from that. There's so many different... Ugh. Whenever I play old games, every game has completely different controls. And I have to get used to playing all of them. It's hard. Yeah, come Monday, there's no way any of the plot stuff's gonna stop us. Oh, hey, Uncommon Soul. Ended up thinking of Karkalla as I was playing Leads in the Past. Yay! That brings me so much joy. I hope you're having a good Saturday. Monday game 1, Wednesday game 2, Friday game 3. And go back to... That's like... At most, I ever play 3 games at a time by myself, right? Like, Rain and I generally... What? Tornado? Oh, that's new. I usually play a stream game. And then I have Final Fantasy XIV that I play every day, except for this week where I couldn't play anything because I couldn't sit at my desk. And then I have a couch game that I'm playing with my husband. That's usually the amount that I can handle. Hey, J-Logic! Hey, friend. Hope you're having a good day. Rocks! Resetting brain controls is a part of the fun? You all are much better than I am at that, then. I'm pretty bad. Got the Master Sword in under 2 hours. That's fun. Good. I'm super excited for the... I'm really bummed that I'm gonna have to be out, and I'm gonna miss it live, though. The Link to the Past at HDQ. I really thought that it was a little later. Messed up my times again. Oops. But yeah. The only thing that's been super consistent since I started with Thieves is Wednesday nights. Ooh. A couple people in our Discord have been wanting to play Sea of Thieves, I think. Completed A Link to the Past in 5 minutes? I have not, jeez. I think my best time was like 4.5 hours or so, but that was Rain and I doing it together. Gently hit this guy. Okay, Bren, have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for some reason spending some time here. Super appreciate it. Just gotta walk through the wall to the Triforce. Oh, I see. Yeah, that would make sense, huh? It was a glitch that IGN told me about and I laughed my butt off doing it. Wait, is it possible outside of 1.0? Oh, hey, Rain. Oh, look, just seeing your name makes me happy. I love you. Oh shit, hold on. That's illegal. Her. There we go. Oh, 1.0, so Japanese 1.0 is usually the version that speedrunners use, or at least they use the tech from it. Because it has a bunch of glitches and stuff in it that you can't do in the American or later versions. You save quit right after jumping and get offset to the layers and then walk to the Triforce room. Oh, like the swimming glitch, where you can swim without the flippers if you get hurt and jump into the water. Interesting. You also just get hit by a guard in Hyrule Castle and walk through the wall. Oh no! I should try that. It'd be fun to do once. Jenny Ute's an SNES classic. Oh, and Wii U Virtual Console. Oh. That means that you can do it on any version. That's cool. But I know that, like, the hammer run and to, like, you spin the Master Sword on the stairs and get to run permanently. Those are all... Oops. Actually, that's fine. Those are all 1.0 things, I think. Eat this rock. You can also unscrew your controller and moonwalk through a doorway. What? I'm starting to feel like you guys are tricking me. Are you tricking me? You're level 20 now. Hiya! Pressing up and down simultaneously. Eh? Oh, that's your mana. That's okay. So moonwalking is an option you can do in Metroid before you start the game. What? Something Juno? I don't know how you want me to say that. Hi! Thanks for following. Thank you. You can't say you truly love a game until you know at least 5 ways to break it. Yes, you can. What? Why is the chance so bad there? I don't understand bows. Sometimes it does unbelievable damage and sometimes it doesn't do anything. We want to thunder these guys because they're higher level. Andy was doing a bonkers race last night that I got really into. Speaking of, if you don't watch Andy, you should. He's an amazing randomizer speedrunner. And yes, his name is just Andy on here. Hell yeah, Andy hype. Pug Farm. Watch him on YouTube. That's fair. Sometimes if you catch him too late on here, it's hard to know what the hell is going on. I adore his streams. He's probably the streamer that I watch the most these days that isn't someone I know. Oh, Cherry's level. Wait. I'm level 20 now. Woof woof. Content that ages very poorly makes me sad. I found that year 2000 cartoon that had Fire Bad that was the meme within my friend group in high school, and the rest of the video was extremely cringy. Metallica Napster bad. Oh, that's disappointing. No. Come up here and kill that boy with a rock. It'd be funny if I could bonk him from here, but I don't think I can. Will this hit? Oh yeah, because I can toss it up. Oh, Koito Juno. Love this game. Alistar is such a funny translation. Yeah, it's kind of sad. She's a loser. I really, really enjoy it so far. I've never played it before, but I'm very much digging it. My only issue is the amount of time it takes to level, but we've pretty much figured out how to break it. Well, not break it, but do it properly. should have done magic. I forgot that he has that. Whenever I see fire burn in this game, I end up hearing fire burn from a 20-year-old cartoon in your head. I wonder if I can kill them all. Probably not. Remember the Sue All the Worlds? I don't know what that is. That was not who I wanted to kill. You shouldn't kill each other. I need them to get the level. My back's definitely gotten better in the last couple of days. It's just like still miserable. You're level 20. Oh, bless you. I thought that was the cat for a second. You're so quiet. Sue All the World was a mock song taunting the stars that sue families for downloading MP3s. Oh. Interesting. You're 20. Oh, Jesus! 134! Does she do more damage when she's low health? Is that what's happening? Huh. Wait, how am I 20? What the? I need these two to get the level. It's been really enjoyable reading Hyperbole and well, it's not technically Hyperbole and a Half stuff anymore, but it's been nice reading Ali Brosh stuff, even though it's very different from the stuff I used to read in the late aughts. It was like 2008 or so. Level up. Good girl. Now you may die. How the hell, am I going to... I think I have to bonk them. It's hard to level up my healers. I know they can just heal them, but they don't get the big chunk from the kill. Series of really early cartoons that Metallica's attempts to stop music piracy of Napster flavor. Oh, you're gonna die. Damn it, now they're gonna... Oh well. Sweet. Everyone should be at the same level. Used to have to keep a log of books I read in elementary school so I could log video game instruction manuals. Oh, that's adorable! But technically, you wouldn't call it anything. I mean, it's like a zine. They didn't really have zines like we do today. Well, does the rest of the world have zines? You have to understand, I live in Portland. Zines are pretty common. What the presents? God damn it. Forgus! These fuckers are lagging behind. That's how I basically learned how to read video game strategy guides. Oh, that's so cute! I love that. I didn't have any like weird situations like that. My parents definitely, they read to me every single night, and we had like tons of books. We had like golden books. We had a bunch of weird religious books that came in the mail. But my house was definitely a one where I learned to read pretty early, I think. So by the time like strategy guides were in my life, or manuals, I already knew all that stuff. 100, jeez. The only zine I've ever read or heard of was the Manual of Exapunks. Oh, so it's kind of like an artsy thing, but instead of like a full-blown comic or how do I explain this? No, I don't want a stone. They're like mini, sometimes they have stories, sometimes they're just pictures, and artists will make them. And they're tiny and usually stapled together. You can buy them at like art galleries or bars. Or maybe that's just a Portland thing and I sound like a loony. My dad apparently had to argue with the teacher once that the strategy guide was good reading. Strategy guide is good reading because You actually need to understand what you're reading to do the things you're trying to do. Yeah? Zachtronic silliness? Oh. Physical zines are part of cyberpunk game aesthetic. I knew the names of the enemies in Link to the Past, and that for some reason, the ability to move in 8 directions was noteworthy. Oh, cute. Being available in bars is almost certainly a Portland thing. Maybe. Why is Thunder so big? Did I finally level up? I'm both excited and terrified that Portland is going to be my forever home. I haven't had like a home since I left for college, which was over a lot more than 10 years ago. Gross. I hate thinking of this. I wonder if I become a ninja, can I hold 2 bows? Probably 2 small bows, but I don't know if it'll matter. Do I get to throw 2? It'd be cool if I could shoot twice. Maybe like when I was holding 2 swords. Maybe I can hold two rods and hit twice. What am I doing? Trash World News. Cute. Oops, what did I just do? Okay. You're in need of a level, my friend. Can you get down there? Pretty much. Start that journey yourself. Oh! Of finally having a home again? It's a big deal. What the fuck? Oh, 47. What? I think my archers are becoming unhittable. Of having no home. Yeah. It's a weird feeling, honestly. I felt very detached, and there's this, I don't know how to explain it. It feels like something's missing when you don't have a place to actually be and go home to, and it can be really rough. It has been for me. I live in a student housing facility with a bunch of undergrads. I want to pull my hair out. Ugh. Yeah, that sounds about right. You're level 20. Bum, bum, bum. Stab. Oh! That was an 85. Okay. God, she's so good. I'm gonna clonk your friend. Clonk. She blocks. No one's as good at blocking as Sandy, though. Brave fence. They're ahead by 1. Oh my god. Incredible. One of the collector's editions I have is Zachtronic Skin Cube with a 3-ring binder. I haven't used a 3-ring binder since I was reorganizing my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You're a level 20, right? Yeah. Get zapped. Oh my god, Anonymous! Thank you so much, random stranger, for gifting a sub to Azalily. A tier 2 sub? Wait a second. That might have been my dad. Or it's a ghost. I don't know. I don't want to give credit to my dad if it wasn't. Thank you! Enjoy your emotes, Azalily. Smack. Ow! 150! Archers are powerful. That or because I have a million of them. They're just doing a lot of work. We used to have a lot of strategy guides because my sister would buy them to finish the game since we were non-English speakers and get confused a lot. My sister would play the game since I was the baby brother. I was relegated to the duty of reading the guide and navigating her. The perfect childhood. Perfect, I say. Eat this rock. Don't turn around. Good. That does sound fun. Does your dad know how to use technology? Yeah. I mean, enough. A lot more than other people's parents that are my age. My parents' age, I should say. Alright, we need to get a kill with him. Slice! Oh! Alisar, come on! I need you to die! Between going to grad school and bouncing around jobs, I've lived in like 10 apartments in the past decade. It's not optimal. Agree. It's weird, because I keep getting fucking people who own homes and who've had them for a long time and never really lived in apartments giving me this stupid spiel of like, you know, owning a home is a lot of work. It's like, yeah, well, so does living in apartments and having to find new places to live constantly and feeling like you're never allowed to relax and you can't change anything. Get out of here, is how I feel. Alisar! Stop it! I have to kill her with someone. I want that responsibility, damn it! Let me have fun and, like, do my own shit. Jeez. That was weather-related. Navigator is an important role. It should be approached with responsibility and diligence. It's true. Need to go back and play Tactics Advance sometime soon. I want to play that one. You guys need to vote it in so I can play it. Even though everybody fucking hates it for some reason. Get him! Stop wasting my time. I need to kill people. I can hit you from here? Cool. You didn't need a level, did you? I hope not. Okay, this time we're gonna get her, right? Good. Level up, please. Never gonna die. Well. Beepity boppity beep. Used to have a house, but then my parents died and we had to sell it because owning a house is kind of a big responsibility for high school students. Oh my god, paradigm shift, I'm sorry. Yeah, I cannot imagine owning a house as a high schooler. That is way too much pressure. I'm in my 30s and I'm like, alright, I hope I don't fuck up this house thing. Used to build teams with nothing but Vieira. I want to play a game with Vieira so bad. I need it. Cruts. Oh no! It's not the menu I wanted to go into. Stop doing stones. Just stop. Oh, we're gonna die. Oh well. We're not.
Cheer Karkalla hi.
Oh, Saren! Thank you so much for resubbing. 9 months, Jesus. Thank you. That means so much to me. I hope you're having a good weekend. 2 levels above them, they can't counterattack? I think it depends on what weapon they have. Everything seems to be dependent on weapons, which is interesting. Who knows? I'm gonna throw a rock at you, sir. Or ma'am. Here you go. Shenza? Shenzhen? 3-ring binder filled with props? Huh. Sounds interesting. Oh, excuse me. Ow, fuck, that hurt! My life. Please, Beck, can you just be normal and let me live? Clunk. Good. You did enjoy Tactics Advance, I think? The laws. Rain message? Wait, what? Oh, rain massage? No. Hiya! Gotta get a professional to fix this shit. Otherwise, massaging just hurts. Hiya! team wins. What it's worth, I've owned my own home for 11 years, and I've been effing it up for 11 years. I'm pretty sure it's just normal life as a homeowner. See, but at least it's yours to F up. Which is great. Chiropractor? Oh god, not a chiropractor. Jeez. Physical therapist slash masseuse is what I need. Which I see. Why can't we redeem having Rain compliment you? Cause he's not always here. It's not the only reason. I don't know what he would say, too. It would probably be spooky. I don't want to hear it. Is everyone the same level now? Do another training thing and hope somebody levels up. Oh my god. This fucker. Fine. We're doing another training. Because I say so. And we'll put the team captains in the correct teams. I'm gonna do opposite of last time. Right? You know what? No, here's how I'll do it. I'll do every other. No. Yes. You're not real. You. No. Yes. There we go. And we'll do everybody else over here. I need to get these other people out of my team. Alright, did you see the teams? Not you. Stop trying to be friends with me. You're not cool. Alright. Red versus blue, who will win? Nobody knows. Tax is one of those games that I regret that I never played as a kid because I'm sure I would have loved it. The world is coming to an end. I think I'm going to resume 14 MSQ. Wait, like, really? Have fun. I actually continued a bit last week as well. And I cried, and I had to stop again. It's so sad where I am. Oh, paradigm shift. Well, if you want people to play an MMO with, we have quite a few people from this community who play Final Fantasy XIV. If you're looking for people to hang with. A lot, actually. You haven't finished 5.4? No, I just finished 5.3. At least I think I did. It felt very much like the end. I haven't done Matoya yet, that last dungeon, so I'm not in 5.4 yet. 14 is good at bringing the feels. Grinding Astrologian levels during stream. I wish I could play 14 and do this at the same time. And you might be saying, why don't you just stream 14? And it's because it's boring as hell. Red does have the high ground. That's a little concerning. Me grinding Summoner. Nobody did blue, so I did, even though I don't even understand what I just predicted. You predicted which of the teams will win. There's a red team, excuse me, and a blue team. And I have the computer controlling them. And you get channel points. Fwah from it. That was some big damage, dude. I don't know if Canopus wanted to do that. Get a lot of people at the AS14 stream. It got really laggy though. So can't predict its region bound. Oh, that's so annoying. That means whatever your region you're in has some weird like no internet gambling laws, even though it's technically not gambling. It's not even money. No one bet blue. That's not true. Azalily did. I wish I could burn that house down. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Why did I say that? Am I a monster? Can't turn bets for watching ads either. Interesting. That's surprising to me. Even if it's for fake money, it's still gambling. Yeah. You have to admit, my healers are getting better at healing. At the very least, that's going to help us a lot. Also, our ranges have been getting bigger, which I think has something to do with levels as well. Because they did not used to be able to hit that far. I wonder if at some point I'll be able to hit everybody every part of the map. Holy shit, Alisar is good. You can't even buy points for money? I guess you could hire multiplier at tier 2 and 3 though. Yeah, you do. That's true. So maybe because of that. Currently it's 20 points versus 4,800 points. Yeah. So if blue wins, that is a lot of points going to a single person. This is fun. I like not having a cam. I'm not as paranoid. Octavia is in her bed though. Let's see. I have a bunch of shit on my desk in the way. Where's the right camera? There it is. I don't want to accidentally turn on the wrong camera though. See my awful face. Webcam 2. Ah, there she is. Oops, don't move that. Stop it. Here, have a cat. I should move it though, huh? Here, you guys know about the... You need that text anymore. There's a baby kitty. She's so beautiful. I love her so much. Oh god, what's that thing doing? Stop it. Good girl. Presence is always wasting his turns. His AI isn't very smart. Karkalla virtual bunny virtual avatar win. If someone made one for me, I'd use it. Studio 14, back to dungeon grinding. Warrior to 80. That's what I'm working on right now. I have ninja at like 76. Oh my god. And I'm working on warrior next. I only have a couple more. No way red team can win. They have Alisar in their team. How dare you? She's really good. Also, Eva's becoming a monster of a healer. But it's just better than expected. Oh, better experience. That's true. It does give you a ton of experience, and you can enter at level 70. Also, if you need people to go into that stuff with, again, I will gladly join. Clearly not right now, because, you know, she sleeps like Millie does. Aww. Alisar only has one flaw, and it's her name. Yeah. Goodbye, Forcus. Stop failing me. Is it leveled up yet? We just did Octavia cam and auto battles with occasional commentary 24/7. I'm pretty sure people would sub for it. Maybe. That would get boring for me, probably. Super friendly group that does it regularly. Ooh, that's so nice. Does this game have a mode where your characters will fight one another via just AI? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Unfortunately, we don't get any money this way. Gonna have to play this for sure now. Play it, please. It's really good. It's really surprisingly great. It's just long. It's definitely made for kids to like grind it out. Look how big that heal radius is. Was this on Switch? Oh my god! If this game was on Switch, I would play it every night. Flaren, thank you for following. Thank you, thank you. Damn, my archers are getting incredible. Yeah, I wish this was on Switch too. Disgaea 6 is gonna have an auto battle mode, and I'm so excited about it. I might have to play a Disgaea game eventually. What weapon are you going to first use for the new Monster Hunter? Oh, hammer, probably. Though, I might check out Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield looks pretty good. Insectglaive. I wanted to do Insectglaive in World, and I chickened out. But I usually do hammer. Playing through Mystical Ninja Star and Goemon, and I'm loving it, but the more I play, the more I think you should save it for a bad game stream in case you hate it. I have the Japanese version, Encyclave and Charge Blade. Oh, you're a funky person, Shia. But yeah, I'm probably going to play Hammer or... for the one where they had oils, is that what they were? Was it Generation? Or for... shit. For one of the ones before World, I did Sword and Shield because you had different, like, situational oils. They were really good. Sword and Shield was broken. But I usually do Hammer. I've also done a little bit of Dual Blades, but I kind of prefer Hammer and everything. Switch axe. Funky! Holy crap! Red team just, like, absolutely destroyed. Good job, Red team. I guess that makes sense considering your odds. A lot of the weapons look fun, and some of the weapons don't look fun at all to me. Alright, I'm gonna do manual for a little bit again to try to get somebody to 21. Leech all the levels off of them. Considering the guy in the next fight that we got stuck on was only 17, I think we're gonna be in really good shape on Monday. I'm so excited. After this, remind me to check if anyone can get a new class. About 100 points, I got 101 back! Ow, 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 my knee. Got Generations after having not played Monster Hunter since the first one for PS2 and had no idea what's going on. Yeah. Just kind of assumes you know how to play. That's why World was so good, because World actually taught you how to play, whereas every other Monster Hunter, you had to have like a bunch of friends to teach you. Luckily, I had friends to teach me, so I played a bunch of the DS ones. It was really, really fun. Sleeptavia? Yeah. She's such a good baby. What time is it? It's already 12. Jeez. Just have to keep an eye on the time today. Hopefully, let's see if I can chunk more. But World is very satisfying. I don't know how I'm gonna feel going back, you know? Ugh, ow, excuse me. I tried to cover it up and it didn't work. Yeah, I wish there was a training yard where we could just, like, be right next to each other and do fights that way, but it's not meant to be. Alright, Sandy's nice and low. I don't know what my first Monster Hunter was. 4, probably? Yeah, World is a wonderful entry point. Haven't beat Fatalis. Every Monster Hunter game, the moment they add Raging Monkey Bull, I leave. And guess what? That happened in this one too. It's not on purpose, it's just a coincidence. Did wind up becoming proficient with about half the weapons. Whoa. Yeah, I usually stick to one weapon and then have one, like, off. One that I play with, but, like, I try to master one. Not that that works, but... Did some messing around in the training room in Generations, but I guess I'm not a big fan of how they just give you everything from the start. Oh. Rise feels like all the stuff they added in Worlds, but in a goofy style of some of the older games. See, that's exciting. Because how could you play... Oops, this is a mistake. It's hard to think, how could you possibly play World and then ever want to go back to anything else? But if it's style, I'm there for it. Did hunting horn. Yeah, Rajang. Not a fan of the Rajang. I'm kind of terrified of monkeys in real life, so not a fan of the Rajang ever. In the first one, you have to unlock dual swords. I felt like this is an advanced weapon. Oh, see? I'm not a fan of that. But I think the first one I played was one of the DS ones, so I haven't been playing it forever, like a lot of people. Is it really leaning on the story elements? Ah, I I mean... No, but it has lovable characters. And sometimes that's enough. Oh my god, please. My hands are bad. Saturday hands. The writing's fine. What are you guys talking about? Damn it. Ow. Oh, she's taking a bath. Don't think monkeys apes. Oh, you don't like them either. They're fascinating and worry around them. Yeah, they freak me out a bit. I don't think that they're like bad critters. I just don't think I'd ever want to be near one ever in my life, ever. In fact, I try to avoid them at the zoo because they're so strong. They could break out of there, you don't know. Freaks me out. Considering a chimp can rip you in two. Yeah! Kinda hate everything about palicos. Oh no, I like palicos. I have the palico in Final Fantasy XIV as a minion. Oops, not much. Stop. They're like buff, angry, mentally unstable children. Eh? They're cats! So I guess you didn't like the one where you could play as a palico and train them up, have them fight with you and stuff. Don't you want to do missions entirely as palicos? Wait, what level are you? What? No, you're 19. Don't hit him, you monster. Hit someone your own level. 14% chance to do 14. Jesus Christ. Focus is not good at things. Why are those glasses so high? Isabel Palico outfit. Hey, yeah. Hit me back. Oh. Give you experience, dummy. 103. Alright, hopefully... Yes! Alright, sorry, loser. You gotta die now. Somehow. Monkeys, not palicos? Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, palicos aren't unstable children. No, that makes sense for monkeys. Fuck monkeys. Very creepy. Do not like. I'm gonna hit him. If you could finish her off, that would give you so much experience, but it might be a waste. I think you should finish someone your own level off. Like him. Yeah, I think that would be a waste. Palicos just make you uncomfortable. Okay. Here's a question. Are you a cat person, or do you not like cats either? This is for my own curiosity. You don't have to answer. Because I know some people are legit afraid of cats. You didn't level up? Shit. Huh. What? Okay. He actually did something. Lukewarm on cats? Depends on the cat. Oh. More afraid of real cats than palicos? I mean, the palicos can't hurt you, to be fair. Wow. Can't believe she blocked that. You're the one I need to level on, right? Yeah. On 3 cats, I find palicos weird when they stand on 2 legs. Yeah, that's fair. I really don't like, what do they call it? When they make animals more human. Kind of freaks me out a bit. Hey Shadow, on the weekends, we're doing some bonus streaming. Some grinding. You because I was out of commish earlier this week, which was a bummer. Holy crap. If I can get him in there and hit people, it does so much. Seen cats on two legs before on YouTube? Weird. Most cats are fine, but oh man, there's nothing quite like being attacked in your sleep. It's a build. Oh my god, attacked in your sleep. Jesus. Alright, nope, that makes sense. That would definitely scare me too. Your feet were bleeding? Oh my god. Well, that's not a cat. That's like a feral cat, not like a pet cat. Damn. That's really brutal. Cats on YouTube also play musical instruments. Yeah, there you go. Anthropomorphism. Yeah, you have bunny emotes? Well, originally they were supposed to be more realistic bunnies, and that didn't happen. Because I was told by my original artist that I shouldn't use myself as my emote because there's already so many girls. What was I doing? Oh, class. And that a character would be easier. And I listened. So, yeah, kind of weird. Please give me a new girl class. No! Fine. Well, I can't do any new classes. It's weird, the music loop skipped. Glad you have bunny emos. I mean, I love bunnies. So that's always been nice. I was originally going to do everything Sailor Moon, and then after that I was like, oh, I can't do that? Well, I'll just do me then. And none of that worked out. So I just went with the next best thing, which is buns. Always interested in new bunny emo sets in my collection. I mean, the bunny is technically a reference to Sailor Moon, but I was also planning on having more Sailor Moon references everywhere. Like all of our stuff was originally Sailor Moon stuff, though. As we grew, we changed some stuff around to just fit channel stuff in general. I'm saying stuff too much. Usagi? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bunny was always supposed to be a reference to Sailor Moon. But plenty of people have Sailor Moon emotes, so that person just was talking with their butt. I wasn't confident enough in myself last year when I started to do this to understand that what I was doing was fine. But I'm very happy with the buns. I like them a lot. Actually, you're gonna hit her before you move. I can't remember who has the level. Which one of you is level 21? Is it you? No. Hmm? It's Alisar. Okay. They're sneezing. Are you excited to play Sailor Moon games in the future? What? I mean, we could play some of the Sailor Moon games I have for a bad game day, but they're not bad. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the save one has a floppy disk. It's because we play old stuff, and I figure we might as well reference where we're coming from. Oh! How dare you? Let me hit you. It's thunder, right? So that should reach. There we go. You know what, for Genesis? I have most of the Super Famicom Sailor Moon games. Pretty fun to back suplex a guy off a glass elevator as Mercury. Yeah, Chibiusa says pink. She's Sailor Moon's daughter from the future. Sailor Moon fighting game's really good. Well, Chibiusa has like half the hitbox as everybody else, so. Sure, character is always broken? Yeah. Photos are drawn. I'm just less a fan of emotes directly representing a streamer as a human, especially seems less flexible. Yeah, that's true. You have level 21. Give it to me! Currently in a dungeon. No worries. I completely understand. Oh my god, she's so good. Let me hate you. She's dead on in his face and it's 100%. Chibiusa's backdash is broken. Doesn't it make you completely invulnerable? She's the one with the invincible backdash? Yes, she is. Perfect. Okay. Now we all have to kill Cherry. Uranus is where it's at. Uranus is where it's at because she's the best Sailor Scout. That's why. In any MMOs I play, I always used Alisar as a name. And it was never taken? What? That's so cool! Uranus and her command throw loops? Hell yeah! I love her. And again, one of the greatest characters of all time. No question. How are you blocking that stuff? I hope my healers do actually get better at blocking, because that would be really helpful to me. Actually, yeah, I'll kill you. Favors the Mercury. A lot of people really like Mercury. Ooh, now Sarah can die. Mars would like to talk. I'm pretty sure... So, when we first started watching Sailor Moon, Rain was convinced that Jupiter would be his favorite character. But because we're watching the show and not reading it, he, like, immediately, when season 2 started, was like, God damn it, I think Mars is my favorite. Because she's got so much attitude. Did a Mercury cosplay in 14 for Halloween? Ah! Oh my god! That's amazing! That's extremely exciting. Adorable. Hey, Rezo! Are we streaming 6 days a week? No, we're just doing a little bonus stream, that's all. I don't think... I wouldn't have any free time if I streamed every day. Your girlfriend was Jupiter? Oh, that's so cute! Mercury and Jupiter are the correct pairing, by the way. Good job. Because Mars and Venus, absolutely. If you're doing it that way, Mars and Venus should be together. Absolutely. Nope, stop. I know. I'm gonna stab this old man. And then you can kill her. Little bonus stream as a treat, yes. It's because there's this one scene in the manga in Stars, the final section, chapter, whatever you want to call it, where Venus and Mars are together trying to figure something out, and they lean on each other and they're like, if we don't need guys, is that a problem? And preteen, well, no, like 12-year-old me was like, oh no. Help. What do I do now? Ah! Confusing. I like Sailor Moon because it had that old RPG archetypes for generals in the story, and I've always liked generals in RPGs because they have really cool designs and attacks. Do you mean the Tuxedo Mask's Earth generals? Get zapped. Did you want to lose? Oh. You lost. I'm sorry. Oh shit. I didn't notice I was gonna zap myself. Well, that was a waste. Level 21? Yeah. We should watch a Sailor Moon movie. I just don't know if they're streaming anywhere. Oh my god, Forcus. Please, I'm trying to give you some levels here, man. Don't know what they were called, but the Queen Lady would send some soldier tape down and they'd have a scheme for a new monster. Yeah! Those are the 4 generals. So in the manga, they were Tuxedo Mask's past life, Prince Endymion. They were his generals of the Earth. So they all ran a different zone of the Earth. And when the evil lady in season 1... What? Are you already 21? God damn it. Came back to destroy everything because she was originally an Earth person. She brought them back to work for her. Even though technically they were supposed to be loyal to Tuxedo Mask's character. Sailor Moon's confusing if you try to say it out loud. I really like them too. Was it your gay awakening? Probably. A lot of things happened at once when I was in middle school and it was all very confusing. Thanks, Austin. We're making so much progress. I really wasn't expecting it to go this fast. Once everyone's leveled up again, I'm gonna check to see classes. 21. Let's do a team of 21s. Do it the way that makes more sense to see. Is that it? No. Ooh. I'm gonna focus leveled up again. What if we did a team of everybody that's stronger versus everybody who's weaker, you guys? Ugh. I don't think that would go well. Oh wait, what? Hold on, I'm gonna look at that GDQ schedule again. Where's my mouse? There it is. What time is it now? 12:30. They're playing Beat Saber soon. No thank you. Tazbot plays Freedom Planet. Tazbot plays Link Awakening. I can't watch because I want to play Link's Awakening. Ooh, Sekiro is at 3:40. You know what? That's probably when we'll end. Deciding my schedule based on a different stream. But hey, it's an important charity stream that openly happens twice a year, so... Is the back to back bothering you? Ew. Is my back to bothering me? A little bit, but it didn't stop. Dungeon complete? Nice! Can I ask which one you were doing? Or was it just your roulette? Does that reach this far? No. Ah, just caps. Okay. You weren't on camera? Oh, I mean, this is... It's a bonus stream, which is why I'm not on camera. She's there, though. Her. It's Saturday. Hell yeah, I have characters over level 20 now. Catterday? There you go. Damn, that's what I should call the damn stream. Ugh. You're so smart. Oh, shit. Come on, get up there. Been Link's Awakening without spoilers sounds like a great way. Yeah, I definitely don't want to spoilers for myself. I saw a little bit, like literally the first area, and then a little bit of a beach of the new remake. I got really sick really fast because the edges of the screen were blurred, and the way that it like shifted the screen itself made me feel awful. So Rain and I did not play it. It was pretty bad for me. Sorry about the camera. Haven't used my camera since August. Then again, maybe I don't get a lot of traffic on my channel. So maybe you should rethink. I'm only now doing it because I didn't want to like get ready, and I wasn't even planning on talking today, and then I wanted to talk to you guys, so I did anyway. Oops. We'll zip-zap these two. Game Boy Color versions. I'm gonna play the Game Boy Color version, the DX one. I just need to grab a copy of it. Never mentioned it, but I copied the Wheel of Fortune used for Halloween for the weekly movie night with my friends, and it cut down the time we spent being indecisive. Oh, that's awesome! That's really cool. Yeah, the wheel's very handy. What? Oh, okay. That's not how I wanted it to go. Archers are also good. Oh my god, or not. Murdered. Okay. Jesus. More seriously about the Sailor Moon uh-oh moment. That's a great exemplified representation meter can be so important, helping people figure themselves out rather than feeling lost. Yeah. Except I felt lost for like 20 years because of that. Mainly because of leveling roulette, but I find emotes of people kind of weird, so I'm glad you use funds. Alright, good. So my art friend was right then. I'm gonna kill you with you. There we go. Oh god! That's terrifying. Still lost? Where are you? Oh, you know. Somewhere. Can I kill you? I should use magic. Oh well. I'm gonna stab ya. Stab. Bum, bum. Glad that Octavia can be reliably expected to not move from the— yeah. She really loves that weird curved bed. Her weird infinity bed. She loves it. So, she's there almost all day. It's only around 4 that she gets a bit anxious because she's like, Mom, I want to play. Also, I'm hungry. And then she jumps up on my desk instead. Yeah, she's a good baby. Kill them all. Power of lightning! Something, something, shatter. I'm terrified for if my magic gets too strong and it fills the whole screen, I won't be able to use it because it'll hit my friends. Butt stab. Yeah, I like her as a Valkyrie more. Dragon, whatever, would have been cool if I had dragons, but I don't, so it doesn't really help. Highlight stylized people emotes are alright. Realistic ones weird, yo. I've never thought about them weirding people out. This is really good to know. Thank you guys for sharing your thoughts with me. That would have killed him if it had hit. That was a 50-50, you'll just die. Kind of amazing how little this cat moves. She's just sleepy. See? Now she looks like a lump. Doesn't even look like a cat. Alright, who's... Wheel 21? Get up there. Oh, bending like that hurt. Ow, my body. Does Octavia like to play with toys? She does. I thought it was interesting that Alicia Griffin originally had the human emotes such as Wave, but with the exception of that one emote, she switched to a mascot. If anything, to keep from being tied to a particular style. Ah, like no longer having dyed hair. That makes sense. I always wondered that about people who dye their hair. Like, wouldn't your profile picture become... Well, I guess I'm letting my hair grow out because I can't go to the place, but still. That always makes me wonder, too, of like, your stuff gets outdated so quickly. Granted, I wish I had the freedom to dye my hair all the time. I've never dyed my hair because I've always been too afraid. I have red hair, so it'll get weird. What breed of cat is Octavia? She's a Siberian. She's actually a breeder cat. Kill yourself. You're getting experience. But she was like 7 or 8 months old when we got her, which is apparently not the age people want to adopt a breeder cat. Prime snooze time for cats, just enough sleep to wake up in the evening and cause mischief. That's what donations are for? People use them for? Hmm? Wait, did I miss something? I'm gonna stab you both. Stab. Ow. Ow. How much experience do you get? 24, that's it? This is poop. Oh, for your channel's art emotes and stuff? Yeah. That's definitely what I use it for, so that's helpful. It's like trying to find games. I basically save all of it for finding good deals on games. And then art, because art is really expensive. Hey, Sasahedron! She looks like she would shed an awful amount of hair. She actually doesn't. It's a normal amount of floof. About the same as any other cat I've had. Which is weird, because you'd think she'd shed a ton. She's a hypoallergenic cat. She's got less of the weird protein. The thing in her saliva and fluids that make humans allergic or something. Time for MSQ roulette. Good luck! We should do a pool one day to get you guys Panzer Dragoon Saga. Ugh, there are so many expensive games, it hurts my heart. I just want to try them, you know? And I can't because they're expensive. Or every version is like cracked to hell. Because none of the kids took care of their stuff. Take me with you. I'm running out of steam. I really want to do the next thing because I know we'll destroy them. But we can't move. Randomly stepped on one of our games. Oh, I see. Final Fantasy 9 on both cases? That's true. R9 is definitely beat up, huh? That's funny. I wonder if it's because there's so many discs. So that might mean that certain games are more likely to be left out. Which means they're more likely to get damaged. Interesting. Strange to think about. Anybody who missed my weekend streams is gonna come in on Monday and be like, what the fuck? Why do your people have 10 more levels? Stepped onto the case itself, damaging the duel's case and disc 1. Oh no, but only disc 1. Okay. That'll be a nice surprise. Whoa. Oh my god. Alright, hopefully this makes my archers incredibly broken. Poor Denim. Keep hoping for an Ultros versus Boner exhibition match. We could do that. If there's any people you specifically want me to pit against each other, just let me know. We'll do it. It's not like I have anything to do today. Not yet, anyway. Okay, I do have stuff to do today, but it's not yet. You want to do Ultros versus Boner? Do you want to bet on it? It's probably going to go really fast. Boner is definitely level 3 and Ultros is probably level 1. So keep that in mind. And they can't equip stuff. There's plenty you need to do. Most of it's cuddling the kitty. Right, Mia? Right? Look at you. Look at you. Ah, fluffy baby. God, you're hurting my back. Wait, you're only level 12. Presents. Oh wow. Look at that. Look at that leg lift. Beautiful. Like the first idea? Do you want to put money down in that fight? Not money! You know what I mean. Being Grace, she moved. What are you doing, dork? Look how beautiful you are! Stupid camera's pulling. She is beauty, she is grace. She likes to be scratched in face. Does your kitty ever try to drink from the faucet? No. She's not allowed up on the counters, so she never goes near any of them. Get Ultros and Boner 2 to level 20. Yeah. Sure. That'll happen. Old roommate. My parents' cat, who used to be my cat, drinks out of faucets. But Octavia does not like to do that. I guess this is the perfect time to level the two monsters up if we wanted to do that, but I don't think we do. Currency of this channel are buddy bucks, though. We could change it to Octavia Fluff or something. That'd be weird. I don't know. I'm open to ideas, I guess. Urso Cinzento? I'm so sorry, I probably said that your name wrong. Hi! Welcome, welcome. Thank you for following. My fluffiest Mishka drinks from faucets. Oh yeah, I saw a bunch of your pets earlier. There's a lot of kitty cats. I know, isn't Sandy's portrait cool? It's because she's a siren. I love her class. Alright, I need to kill someone, sir. You're not gonna kill her. It's like the opposite of Presence's face. Try not to spam. Oh my god, please don't feel bad. It's what I want. Spam me with your animal pictures, please. 80s anime hair, super floofy. We were just talking, we watched Dune last night, for those of you who weren't there. And why did I kill you as him? Damn it. There was some 80s hair going on in there. Oh my gosh. I wish I could show you guys pictures of what my mom's hair looked like when I was a kid. It was very much like that. This whole time, they were saying Arrakis? No, Arrakis. Wait, what? I was saying in my head Arrakis, I think? Shit, man. I don't know. Now I don't remember. But I definitely said Harkonnen in my head. And not Harkonnen? Right? Now I'm gonna have them all mixed up and still not be able to say them. What? How did you... But yeah, the 80s music is quite good, that's true. Still waiting on your rain emote? I'm sorry. Kill everyone. Harkonnen. Your pronunciation is close to the audiobook, which I presume is correct. Harkonnen. Harkonnen. Fremen I got right. And then they kept saying Atreides, a bunch of people, but then the old lady came and said Atreides, and I was like, I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm wrong about everything. But it definitely went way more off the rails than I was expecting, and was definitely yuckier than I was expecting. And the pacing was terrible. So I definitely much prefer the book. Can I kill you both? I think I can. Ew. I didn't. Ooh-ah. 15 of the 17 tracks on the Dune are by Toto. Yeah, so, which is weird because Sting is in the movie, but I guess his music wouldn't work. It's like all Toto, but it was quite good. Like, really good. Here's to hoping the new movie is better. I actually haven't really let myself see the trailer for the new movie, so we should have watched it at the end of yesterday. Forgotten just how, yeah. In the book, don't they say that he has like tons of diseases and is gross? But like I didn't expect him to be like covered in nasty, sweaty boils, and it was just so much nastier than I thought. I wasn't prepared. I haven't seen enough Lynch stuff to really understand what I'm in for. Sound like the pronunciation of O. Ong instead of Ang. Kept the Baron literal. It is way more literal than I was expecting. Way more. Not you, Rock. Actually, what did you guys want? Oh, hold on. Still hate the movie for killing the fourth season. Of Avatar or Korra? Avatar, right? Because Korra wasn't out yet. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Because Korra wasn't out until way after the movie. May I change a cloud? Whoa! What is that? Sword Master! The purpose to brush up on sword technique is not to be able to survive the front line, but to refine the soul and to overcome karma. What? This doesn't tell me anything. By holding one-handed weapons in both hands, he can be a two-sworded fencer. His fighting ability will go up. He can also use magic. Wait, did that say... No. Did that say lawful? No! God damn it. I can't be him then. Because I'm chaotic. Because I'm choosing not to follow the law. Who can be that? Hello? presence? I can't get rid of my other healer. Oh no! No! Oh. Oh my god, I love Avatar. The Last Airbender, whatever you guys want to call it. It will always be Avatar to me because I've never seen Avatar. The weird blue one. What class is the feather helmet? Dragoon. No one else can be that, huh? Because no one else is lawful. Wait, how is he lawful if he abandoned? Oh shit, all my friends are gonna leave me. Avatar stream instead of movie night? I just rewatched it when it was re-added to Netflix. It's so good. I'm pretty mad that I unlocked a new class, but I can't use it. I don't feel good about that. Go back to your old save and kill all the villagers. Nope. Nah. Alright, what fucking match did you guys want? Boner versus Ultras? Ultras has to be red, clearly. Boner 2. It's level 3. Ultras is only level 1, yeah? You want this? Alright. Mascot fight? Hold on. Give me a band, I can feel it. This name is not compliant with our guidelines. I can't have Boner 2 in here. The rock guy. It wouldn't let me put the name Boner. I fucking told you. There you go. What? No, take him. What? What's happening? I don't know why we're doing this, but good luck. It's probably gonna go faster than the prediction can go. No! I made a mistake! Ultras is also chaotic? That's good. A little more content set in the Avatar universe. I watched season 1 of Korra and I did not like it, so. Oh, bye Shinoyoni! Have a good night. Gonna bet on the underdog. Good luck. This fight's definitely. Who the fuck bet that much? The fight's gonna be over before the prediction's over, and I'm worried about that. Oh my god, look at them going in directly. Oh no! Ultras, what are you doing? He slapped him back for 1. I don't know. I don't know about this. Oh, they're missing each other. What's happening? Boners who understands positioning. Oh my. Oh. I feel like I should pause this so you guys can't bet at the last second. Well. Good job to the rock guy. So, as we know, all that matters in this game is level. Can't believe they wouldn't let me type the word boner. Cowards! If there's any more weird team combinations you want me to do, let me know. I'll do it. Because I'm just smacking them against each other. What's your favorite element on Avatar: The Last Airbender? I don't think I have a favorite element. I think if I were to be an element, it'd probably be water or earth. Not fire or wind. Definitely not wind. When I was a teen, maybe fire, but I'm probably more like water.
That was such a dumb fight and I loved it. Thank you so much for humoring my stupidity.
Oh, Austin, it wasn't stupidity, it was fun. Thank you. Boomerang element. With my luck, yeah, I wouldn't have any bending powers. Avatar state, yip yip. That would be me. Very sad for everybody. Hey Hessian! I run Wind blog, just a blog dedicated to the love of wind. Hey, what? Wind blog? I'm confused. Is this real? I feel like I should be supporting you. Kazunakizu? Oh, I love her new Yasha. I need to finish it. I keep getting super far into it, and then I stop watching it. Because it makes me sad and reminds me of high school. And my first high school boyfriend. Thunk. Waterbending? I do like waterbending. I'm pretty stubborn though, so I don't know. You never know what you would end up being. First high school boyfriend was Sashomaru. In some ways. Have any of you seen The Cat Returns? I have! I feel like it's definitely, it's not one of the best ones, but it's really charming in its own way, even though it has anthropomorphic cats. It's very cute. We should probably watch it for movie night someday. No, we will watch it for movie night someday, I should say. I'm so mad I can't be a sword master. Gotta be stupid lawful. Lame. Shoot. God, I'm mad. That's one of the few Miyazakis you've seen. Haven't seen. Oh. We're gonna watch them all eventually, so. Speaking of, we're probably due to watch another one. So we should get on that. Maybe next week? Ow. Magical Girl series called Witch. Oh my god. I remember seeing a couple episodes of Witch on a marathon, and I remember thinking, this show's too young for me. And as I watched some of it, I was like, no, this show is actually very good. Uncle Iroh is old man goals. I hope I can be like him someday, but I won't because I'm not a calm person. I'm not very chill. That's why when people say they use my stream as like their chill stream, I get so like, I'm so pleased. I am such an anxious ball of nerves. It brings me joy. I should turn this music off and have us listening to chill pop or something, but nah. I don't even know if I can turn the music off now that I think about it. Background music. Oh, great background music for work. Oh. Good. Background stream. I knew what you meant. Comic books even better. On the spectrum of chill to arg, your stream definitely is toward the chill end. Well, that's good. That is nice. 120! That's all her health. My god. Bye, Eva. Squibbins is one of the few streamers. Oh! I watched the, this year's Ultima 6 playthrough, and child me had no idea how that game worked. So, I'm excited to watch the Squibbins run. Who's lowest? You. This place is calm. That's good. My favorite Ghibli movie is Only Yesterday. I haven't seen that one, and I really, really want to. It seems like it's like 100% the vibe that I want for my movies. Stupid. Stop. Kill this old man. 159. That's the most damage we've ever done. fun background stream for me. In fact, right now I'm doing my weekly household cleaning while you play in the background. Cool. That is very neat. Can someone level up, please? Ooh. We're probably gonna start doing a bunch of AFK auto fights, by the way. Because I need to heat my back. It's been a while. And I have to walk around later today. I do love the more intense moments. Good. Wait a second. That is way too many... Kill more red people. We definitely have intense moments here. Why is that so low compared to the other damage? Just don't know. I know we don't have very good gear. What? Oh, right, 42. He has a really hard time hitting archers. It's a bit strange. I wonder why. Squibby just humorously far into chill. She was learning to speedrun Fatal Frame 2 and that was chill. Ugh, just thinking about Fatal Frame stresses me out. I hated it. I hate it. Sarah, you did it. It's a shame that you have full stupid health, so it's gonna be impossible to hurt you. What? Oh, right. Here, turn around. Having seen your streams for quite a while now, I think you really like only yesterday, or at least I hope you will. I probably will. I believe you. Yeah, we should watch it. Maybe we'll do a Ghibli poll, next week. Well, yeah, next week. Saturday, it's still a week. Week hasn't ended. Convinced my SO to play Fatal Frame because I told her you loved it. Don't use your powers for bad, Shia. How could you say such a thing? Terrifying. Goodbye. Only use your powers to annoy? No, no, no. Level up, please. Yes! Alright, ding-dongs. Let's do some auto fights. Because I'm getting bored. I'll save first, just in case I break something. I don't know how I would do that, but... Just think. We were... What, like level 17 at the beginning of this? Since 2 of my girls leveled up, I wonder if we can become anything else. Let me be a cool healer, please. Boys, I can't be. No, no girls. Damn it. Let me be cool. Alright, ding-dongs. Let's do this. Training. Blue mascot. We'll do the opposite of last time. Not you, damn it. Like this, and then red team will be these nerds. That might have been the exact same thing I did last time, but either way, I'll do it the opposite way next time then. There. There are your teams! Do your votes! I gotta do it, huh? Good luck. What if the max level is 22? There's no way it's 22. But that means the game is almost over, which is also exciting. I want to see what happens really bad. Only now it occurred to me that when I briefly FK'd to type a message, I is patching up the holes in me. Eh? What? What? Holy shit, that's a lot of points. Who did that? 10k on red. Ah, I see. DPS is I see. Ah, I see. An MSQ. You guys are really voting for red, huh? That's surprising to me. Is it because of how good the healer is? We'll see. Or is it because they have the high ground? Maybe we should do the voting before we see what the level is like. Kind of want to vote blue out of greed now. You can't change, can you? You're voting for cannabis? Oh, right. Please see my blue leaving you. Nice. Well, there isn't gonna be any grass anywhere anymore. Thanks to our 2 magic users. Even if blue team is objectively better this time. Gotta vote for cannabis, huh? See, this is why I can't leave. Stop talking. No talking, Eva. Her heal is so good, though. Now that she has, like, an AoE heal. No talk, only heal. In all fairness, blue's downhill, which appears to be a bad sign. Yeah. I was so excited thinking that we'd be able to make denim a dual-bladed holy knight, but apparently you've got to follow the corrupt church to be a holy knight. What a pile of poops. Uh-oh. Yo, that was a lot of damage. Ah! Cornelia, what are you doing? Oh. She knows. She's like, I'm in this for the experience, man. I'll kill my teammate for it. There are other churches apart from Lotus System. I don't know. The churches in here seem pretty evil. What? Presence! Why is your damage falling off so bad? No Thunder God denim for you. God, that would have been so cool. Incredible disappointment. Just incredible. Cindy's like, my team sucks, I'm kidding. What are you doing? I don't think I'm supposed to be using a spear on her. She never uses it. Maybe I'm supposed to use a sword. I should check the description for Valkyrie again. Remember that it was all polytheism before gestures wildly at Tactics Ogre. Yeah, there's been a lot of ethnic cleansing in the history of this universe. Not my favorite thing, that's for sure. Yeah, Eva is somehow outscaling Presence, which makes me wonder if... Oh? No, whether. Clerics probably are just the better healers. Or they scale better. Exorcists are a bit weird. But he can kill undead, so it feels like I should have him around. Unless... Hold on, if her healing is better... Maybe I could switch him to be... Oh, to be the double sword guy, but I'm worried because he's a lawful boss to leave. Not like he's doing very good now, but having another healer has been really nice. Cannabis hasn't left us, that's true. I'm a little worried he's going to. I don't know what I would do without him. Oh, thunder. attack, panics, flight from enemy. What's your level? Most people are 21 now. Have you watched The Exorcist? I have not. I have no interest in that. That sounds terrifying. I've read a bunch of like trivia about it though. I know that like a bunch of people broke their backs while making it, including the little girl. This is fucking awful. Can only hope that Blue wins. Yeah. Stop talking, Eva. Get to eat Zazzle alive. I wish I had been able to name my characters after you guys, but really, we've only named, like, monsters. That's it. God damn it, I'm starting to get anxious for my thing later. Ugh. Haha, it sucks. I'd say that's a decent level for where you're at in the game. Where I- what? That means I'm supposed to be like 5 levels above all the things I'm fighting. That's ridiculous. That means that I should be doing this after like every single plot thing. Jeez. Alright, that actually worked. Yeah, Eva's really good now. Sandy's hair, I know. You think you can run a marathon and then go run another marathon right after? I wish. Emote idea? I'd kill a carrot to have some emoticon to... That's a rabbit going ham on a carrot. It might be a little too phallic, unfortunately. Which sucks. These people are gross. Only other bite eating one I've got is that one. I was thinking about doing a drinking one, but if I could hug a big heart-shaped thing. That's originally what our heart emote was supposed to be. I'm probably gonna have the old emotes redone once I'm done filling all the other stuff. Have you thought about having Hummingway as an emote? Oh, from 4? Final Fantasy 4? Wait, you mean Naming Way? Doesn't he change his name to Hemingway? That'd be cute. We could do a bunch of different types of buns. Like a rabbite and a... I don't know. I'm trying to think of other buns. A velveteen rabbit. That's not video games. What? Look how pretty Corneria's picture is. Ugh. Bunny is the big spoon for the heart's little spoon. Yeah. Monty Python rabbit. Here's Severup. Yeah, Meteor. It's not that great though. I really do think that maybe I'm using the wrong weapon on her then. But I just bought her that new spear, so bums me out a little. That would explain why she does a little bit of mediocre damage when she slices though. Oh, you're still alive. Uh-oh. She just walk forward and do nothing because she has no one to heal. 159! Oh! We're absolutely gonna destroy when we do plot again, I hope. Tilda, blue team wins. Blue team wins? My god. Good job, blue team. Well, goodbye to your points. Hope this trend continues. Did anyone level up from that? Somebody did. Opposite teams. Wait, that's wrong. Wait, but if I do it like this, no one gets a healer. Hold on. That's all the archers. See, this doesn't work. Okay, I'll play it. No. Alright, Cornerius 22. I've got to get rid of these other people. Hey, Tylo! Happy Saturday. I can acknowledge good tactics on the enemy's team. It's just that my loyalty is bought and paid for by cannabis. Interesting. We'll do a tiny bit more. I think I need a nap. An anxiety nap. Ugh, I hate planning too early ahead of time to go do something because it stresses me out really bad. L-Source 22, 0's 22. We made so much progress today. I thought I was gonna maybe do a little bit extra tomorrow, but I think we're not gonna do that now because I need to play some Paradise Killer. I haven't been able to play it at all yet, and that's the game club game this month. So I need to get on that. So that I'll be able to talk to you guys. Oh, hey Diego. I was watching a football game. Ah! Welcome back. Ooh! Hey Jake. Can still goes. They do have many muscles now. I'm bummed because we unlocked a few classes, but they're not ones that I care to use, but we've made huge progress, which is good. Yeah, I'm a sleepy. Denim's gonna need a new denim jacket. Maybe. Oops, that was big. Cat? Cat! Fluffy baby. Oh. She's a very good baby. Wait, this isn't gonna hit. What am I doing? Oh my god, it hit her. What the hell? Slice. Do you let her go out? Oh god, no. She cannot go out. She's an indoor kitty cat. she is definitely not Nacho Cat. Never been outside in her life. That's not true. She's been on catios. Good old cat patios, but other than that, no outsiding. Too busy sleeping? Sure, we'll go with that. Oh my god, this is such a bad present. So much red. Red. Stupid nose. I do not know why sometimes I wake up incredibly sneezy, but I really would like it to stop, and I don't know how to stop it. Woo! You're allergic to the sun? The sun is definitely not in my house, and I live in Portland, so no sun presently. But no, I'm not allergic to the sun. If I was, this would probably be a good place to be, honestly, because it's cloudy all the time. Alright, Forcus, level up, please. I want him to be the weird holy knight or whatever. But I don't think he is lawful, or maybe his stats are... Oh wait, no, because he needs, like, magic, yeah? No, don't move here. Why are you doing him? Why is that 100% chance? I don't understand. Maybe it has something to do with the rain, and because he's fire, he's weaker now? My brain doesn't understand. Ew. Alley-oop! And so wind is stronger because of the rain? I don't know. I didn't understand the Zodiac pluses and minuses in Final Fantasy Tactics either, so I don't think I'm going to be able to understand this. It's like one of those things where it might help if you know it, I think, but not quite enough. Whoever made this in Tactics must love astrology? Probably. Was there any astrology in Vagrant Story? I don't actually know. Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I just do? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's how I do it. You use the item's thing by picking it up like this. Aha! Yes! Oh my god. Okay, sorry, I was just really loud. That's a huge deal. I've been trying to figure out how to do that for a really long time. Tactics? I guess so. I can't believe it. I finally figured out how to do it. You know, I could have. That means that with her... Interesting. Wait, oops, he's 21, I don't want to kill him. Oh, never mind, it's fine. Finally off work? Oh, off work day tomorrow. Oh, you can play all night? Cool. Yeah, so he's writing his memories? He's doing whatever he wants. That's what he's doing. He's probably playing Final Fantasy. No, he's typing like an essay to somebody. If I do that, I'll kill myself. There we go. He should level up with this. But yeah, he's writing all his memories down to someone. Their seams are 90% aha. Thanks. Don't know how to spell memoirs? Do you mean memoir? Oh, fudge. If I punch you, will you die? Yeah. You're here to be murdered, sir. Don't miss. Memoirs. Yeah. It's a French word, yeah? That's why it's a little funky. Good boy. You didn't level up, you traitor! Oh my god. I'm upset. Wait, we want to be above. Above from the side is better than down from the side. Ugh. I need to kill you. Whatever. Memoirs is like Lello for yellow. You were pretty close. What? Oh my god, I don't have enough. Come here. Punch this boy. Oh my god. See, this is why I need to take a break. My hands aren't good at doing the menuing anymore. By break, I mean to go take a nap. Good job, Denim. You actually won something. Alright. We're gonna do one more betting one, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Methinks. That's too close to the same team. That's okay. We'll do something like this. It'll be weird. There. God damn it. Get out of my team. I think that's the same as what. Wait, no, it's not. Yeah, this is fine, yeah? Boop, boop. Alright, last one of the day. Thank you guys again for coming and hanging out on this weird bonus stream day. I'm really surprised y'all showed up, to be honest. It's a little shocking to me. Good luck! Ugh. Why are you kids using Y instead of O? Yuv instead of love. I usually think it's W, like wuv. Don't you think? Made a lot of points last time. Hell yeah! Spurn 'em all. Good luck, teams! Red has the high ground. And I think the better healer, but that healer can't do any damage if they're in trouble. You got the big beefer on blue team. Fight it out. That's true, we haven't heard any fight it out today. They're going up a strange way. It's interesting. Voting for team high ground. Good luck. Why are you casting fire when it's raining? I don't know anything. Clearly. Voted for low ground. What have I done? That doesn't always determine it. See, she just passed her turn. The healer, Eva. Ugh, that was a lot of damage. Where's she going? Oh my god, what? Why is it 100% to hit? Archers are so good. See, you'd think that was a bad sign, but look what's happening now. Because he walked forward like that. Oh no, the cops are coming to arrest Cannabis. What? They just turn it off? Oh, they were trying to get through the intersection at my house. What a jerk. Fuck you! Archers are good because I've been trading them. It's okay, honey, they're gone. The worst part of Cannabis' movement is him rushing in. Yeah. It's kind of depressing, don't you think? He's so good, but then he does stuff like this. Like blocking. Oh. Now, is he smart enough to go backwards? That's the question. Or maybe he won't need to because he's gonna get this fat heal. You vote no. That he's not gonna go in. Oh wow. I think she could have killed him and she didn't. That's an interesting choice. I just realized Sandy is on red team. Why does it work for her? I feel like when I try to shoot like that, it doesn't work. Oh my god! Alistar got around the back. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Jesus crap apples. Oh, Cherry Glazer's a really good band, by the way. I guess she's just an artist by herself. You guys should listen to Cherry Glazer. It's two Z's, though. Oh my god. Oh, he's healing himself. I feel like he could have killed Cannabis to get him out of there. You own a hat by her? What? She's such a good artist. I love her music. It's so fucking catchy. She did a song with Portrait of a Man last year too. I think that was her. Yes! Look at these sculptures! Take them! Yay, level up! If Resins hasn't healed himself, he would have been picked up by an archer. Or would he? Maybe he could dive into the ocean and not get hit. Wow. That was a long rage heal. Anders Oceanel, I'm gonna do fire in the rain. Before doesn't even try to attack, he just walked there and ended his turn. I think he's trying to block him in then, but he's a winged man, so he can go wherever he wants. Interesting choices by blue. I don't know how I feel about this. Wait, how did a blue archer get all the way up there? Huh? Oh, Cornelia's dead. Totally fine with blue throwing. Oh my god. See, this is why you should have killed him! Because it doesn't matter how much health you have. Cannabis is broken as heck now. I leveled him too much. And by too much, I mean not enough. Finally picked the correct team. Oh my god, off by one! That's so painful. Yeah, thanks for your help, Forcus. Good job. I guess you did at least finish him off. But you're facing a very poor direction. He was biding his time. He was being unhelpful. Damn this AI. Casting on Sarah alone? Interesting. Hey, Final Night! Electrocute that whole fucking house, man. Tear it up. Keep trying to think of cannabis legalization jokes and failing. Wow. That's pretty sad. Let me touch you. You're so soft. Oh, hey, Amanda. God damn it, Forcus. You're just not helpful. Though the archers are right there, which seems dangerous, but they don't even care. Just sticking their faces right in the back of his armor and killing him. It's interesting, the red team went and got the low ground, which is strange. Wait, what's happening? Oh, the weather's changing. Amanda! Thank you so much for resubbing! I just looked at the camera and it's not there. Thank you, thank you! I really appreciate that. Now Forcus killed cannabis, that's more than nothing, I guess. Oh, I miss you guys. Sub baby hype. Oh yeah, 9 months. That's a whole time for a horrible child to come out. I know how to do that now. That thing she just did, I could do that if I wanted. Huh. Huh, I could do that, huh? Where's your banana? Did you lose it? I think she lost her banana. What voice was that? Don't you make weird voices when you talk to your animals? Ow. Oh my god. Ooh-ah is right. Red team fucking demolished. It was unbelievably painful to see. And also great for red team. Good job, red team. Enjoy your champion points. Team High Ground wins again. Cannabis always dies, but he does help his team. Alright, Snurds. I hope you enjoyed bonus stream. I'm a little bit sleepy, and I have some stressful stuff to do later, so I'm going to stress nap. But thank you for being here. Oh, Octavia. Yeah, I have to go look at a house, so I'm gonna anxiously sleep. Oh, Diamond Dragon. Howdy. Thank you so much for resubbing. Thank you, thank you. I did just save, correct? Alright. So because we leveled up so much, I don't know if we'll do a bonus stream tomorrow, but we'll see. Don't forget to go watch GDQ. I'm not gonna raid them because I'm lazy and sleepy. Anyway, thank you for being here. This is really fun. I like getting to like relax and not care and just chill with you guys. You're all very fun. Yeah, I'll post in the Discord if I do end up doing a stream tomorrow, so nobody will miss it. But yeah, thanks for being here. Also, if you're new, this is not what our streams are well, it's kind of what our streams are normally like, but my face is there, and also it's a weekday. Okay. I'm gonna done anxious talking now. Goodbye.